Here we bike. We are back. Everybody that's back for Monday Night Raw. A new wrestling week begins. Y'all know, y'all here with y'all boy KingLeo. You know what I'm saying? See who else pulling up tonight. Uh-oh. I hear Seth Rollins coming out. I'll be to the screen in just a second. I'm not going to hold y'all too long tonight. You know what I'm saying? Not at all. Not today. But I do appreciate everybody. Okay, well, let's see. I didn't know that was the real lead attorney. Okay. Making sure we streaming right on the Xbot. Almost there, almost there. What up, DB? Jay Millie is in the house. Thea is in the house. What's happening? Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's we, really. Because it's a team of us here. It ain't just me. He said, burn this interest down. I'm already bored. Come on, Seth. Thea said, Jay Millie coming in hot. He said, keeping it healed. Not just keeping it real, but keeping it healed. Oh, man. I love it. We are here for y'all tonight to have a good time. For the time that we here. Hopefully, y'all have been enjoying these new way I've been doing these new little you know what I'm saying, covers that come to life, so you know the channel is right. Big homie Low in the building. Whoop, what it do? Jay Hendry is here. He said, good evening, everyone. Jay Millie said, DB salute. Thea said, long day at work. Glad it's over. I understand. Man, I appreciate all y'all coming through. Jay Millie said, Jay Hendry salute. What up, Davion? You know what I mean? Let's give us a little background, like little, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what they can cook up for us today. See if we can get anything good while we watch the show, so that way we're not in total silence. Just can't do a whole silent show. Jay Millie said, Davion, salute. Gerard said, what's going on, Hills? What up, Gerard? Good to see you, man. And I am coming to the screen. Let's see. I believe. Oh, is my camera's not even working. What's going on? Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess I gotta reset my camera. So give me a second. I'll be here just a second. Just a second. Let me reload my camera. As soon as they finish, they just automatically start barking for Big Braun Braun Breaker. I almost called him Braun Strowman. See, it's too many Brauns. Braun Strowman, Braun Breaker. Braun is ain't that what LA Knight called him? Braun? They should have had Braun Strowman to have all the Brauns. Jay Millie said, Gerard salute. He said, what up, Jay Millie? Jay Millie said, why Kofi look confused and Woods ready for that smoke, LOL. Hey, man, look, check it out. Thea said, coming to the stage. That's right. He said, this is different. Oh. Look, oh, shit. Oh. Look. He out of line. Look at Seth. Look how look at Bronson Reed. Yeah, they're gonna have problems. He want that championship, bro. Oh. Yeah. Let him have it. Look at Bronson. He on him. He like, bro, calm down. Seth got the leathers on. Oh, they are cooking right now. Gerard said that was a pop for Braun. DB said, what's up? What's cracking, Jay Millie? Fletcher's in the building. Say, yo, Hill fam. Gerard, Thea, Jay Millie, Fletcher. DB, brother. Thea said, what up, Fletch? Jay Millie says, Seth is like, what the fuck, LOL? Gerard said, salute, salute, salute. And coming to the stage is the one, the only, the real heel. No Chill is here tonight with us, ladies and gentlemen, as promised. What's going on, man?
What to do, bro?
Chilling. Watching your boy go crazy right now.
I know.
Look how Seth looking at him.
He going in.
Oh. Look at Paul Heyman. Oh. Yeah. He said, all right, get the mic from him. He's like, get the mic from him.
Get him. Go get him, Paul. Go get him.
Yeah, see, that's what's wrong with Seth. Seth's scared of him. Paul Heyman's creating this madness with Braun Breaker, bro. Oh, Bronson, like, let me get the mic. Bronson is in hella shape right now.
Hell yeah.
Oh, they've been a promo class? Oh. Yeah. Oh, the Monday Night Messiah. Don't let the Wood-Tange take you, bro. I'm coming down the line. Jay Hendry said Bronson Reed has slimmed down quite a bit. He has. He is in shape. This is like a big thing for them to be on this top, but this high. Oh. Oh. Seth ain't gonna like that shit. Hold on. Why are you looking at Paul like that? The crowd is conflicted. Look, he ain't got nothing. Oh. All right.
Hey, I guaranteed you that's the name of their clique now.
Empire Strikes Back.
The Empire.
The Empire. I like that. Well, what's in New Japan?
There ain't no.
You mean it was
United Empire? Yeah.
Yeah, you know that. What's the name? That's Will Ospreay and them gimmick, man.
That's United Empire because the simple fact that he had Jeff Cobb, him, Ozzy Open, it was a United Empire.
Mm-hmm.
But the Empire.
Who was he talking about? Roman?
Yep.
Roman gonna spear the shit out of that man when he try to cash in. Oh. I didn't expect him to come back in this good of shape after that spill he took, man, and broke his ankle. Penta.
I think regardless if he got hurt, regardless, he probably would have been in the shape.
As soon as this promo is over, we come into the chat, y'all. That chain is hard. Do they sell that in the shop? Oh! Oh! Translation. It says on Netflix, speaking in global language. Oh. A spoiler. Oh. Does Seth even want to talk? You got to follow up all three of them? Can Seth cut a compelling enough promo after all of that?
Yo. Thank you. Freeman. What?
Come on, Seth. What you doing, bro? Taking too long. Oh, he gave up. He gave up, man.
They needed to talk. They've been needing to talk, though, instead of Seth talking.
Man, we got a nice crowd in here tonight. I like that. Hello to everybody, man. Let's see. Jay Millie says, no chill, salute. He is happy to see you here, bruv. Fletcher said, a real heel, no chill. Roberto says, well to all. Who is telling Reed to lose weight, man? Peeps hate big men now. Listen, man, I don't know who's telling them that, man. You know what I mean? But maybe because it'll help take some of that pressure off the ankle, I'll cut him a little bit of slack. You know what I'm saying? As a former heavyweight myself. Fletcher says, Berto, well, we can't blame Vince now. Ballet says, peace to King Leo, no chill. What's up, Ballet? How are you?
What up,
Mr. Ballet? Thank you for coming. Jay Millie says, hello to Ballet. Fletcher says, Ballet Khan is in the house. Ballet said, Thea. Roberto said, you see how Seth is just standing there saying nothing and watching like we're watching? If he only knew, LOL. I'm telling you. Ballet said, was cracking. Ballet. Fletcher. Gerard said, I like this. You're going to have 3 top tier heels. You got to put over 3 faces. Good work. That is very true. Ballet says, Roberto, yep. And Jay Hendry, Gerard. Sandman said, Ayo B, what up, Sandman? Ballet said, Davion. Roberto says, Flesh, LOL, so many years of hearing Vince this and Vince that. Yep, guy ain't a saint, but Bronson Reed would have stayed a big man. Thea says, Ballet, piece of the Sandman.
Not necessarily, because if that's the case, then Gunther would have stayed a big man.
That is very true. Uh-oh. Look how they got Liv over there. Why they got over there? Why they got her by the candles and shit like she passed away, bro? Like, all right, what's the meaning behind the skull with the that's Dom shit right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
I see Finn Balor's Demon Finn shit in the back.
AJ Styles.
Oh, AJ Styles. Oh, you about to attack him? Oh shit!
That nigga AJ like, I'm watching your ass, nigga.
Look. What do you got?
I got a doctor and he disappeared. And then he disappeared.
He said, I got a doctor's note, and he's still eating the cake though. He's stupid, dog. That's what I'm talking about, man. Entertain us tonight, yo. Step your game up.
Yeah, AJ was like,
step your game
I'm watching you, fucker.
Yeah. We're not watching Saturday Night's main event still until after All In, but entertain us tonight. Jay Andrew said, what up, ballet? Jay Millie says, Fletcher, I seen your comment and Phil should bring it back. Roberto said $200 is the briefcase. Yes, it is. I want the caution in the bank though. I'm gonna keep it a bean. I'm gonna try to grab one of those. I'm supporting Naomi.
They want $200 for the Money in the Bank briefcase?
Both of them, yeah, each one. And it's like $250 if you want an autograph. I'm not mad at that. I would love a Naomi autograph or Seth Rollins autograph to keep it a bean. If I had $250, I would get it. But you know what I'm saying? We're working on God's timing with the bread, so we'll see what happens. Roberto said, is anything going to happen in this first segment? Because it's been 12 minutes now. I laughed myself. Well, what we did get to see was Seth Rollins not have anything to fucking say for once. He said the Seth Riders. Jay Millie says, Sandman, salute. Thea said, hey, Sandman. Roberto says, imagine this segment took place the night after they formed. Oh, my God. Put Roberto on the writing team. Put Hilberto on the writing team, please. That's how it should have been. But they weren't in this peak shape right here. You know what I'm saying? No, Vinny. No. Ballet said Gerard. Fletcher says, Berto, this is Raw, not Dynamite. Dynamite is the chaos. That's that midweek rev up, man. I love it. Thea says Roberto. Roberto said, Leo, that's why Braun said being told to lose weight. Roman coming back. Oh, no. So he got to be small enough for Roman to pick up. Ballet said, who's Darth Vader? Who's the Emperor, Leo? Oh. Well, considering Paul Heyman's looking a little great tonight, he does have the Palpatine cloak on.
What the fuck is that?
Darth Vader would probably be with Braun Breaker. I will give Darth Vader to Braun Breaker. Bronson Reed. Well, he's not a heavyweight no more, and I don't want to call him job, but that would be disrespectful. Maybe he can be what's his name? Grand Admiral Thrawn. You know what I'm saying? Roberto says Thea. Roberto said, LOL. She said Paul Heyman with the Espanol. Yeah, man, he was on. Jay Henry said, didn't know Paul Heyman was bilingual. I didn't either. She said, what the?
All these years in wrestling? Come on now, stop playing.
Shit, I mean, you never know. Gerard said they wasn't gonna let Hangman just have that. Absolutely not.
Just like motherfucking Hangman, nigga didn't know Hangman could speak fluent fucking Spanish.
He said Hangman didn't know Hangman could speak Spanish.
No, I said just like they didn't know Hangman could speak fluent Spanish.
Oh, okay. I thought you said Hangman didn't know Hangman. Cause I was about to say you crazy.
He grew up on a tobacco farm.
That's crazy. That was Virginia, I take it.
Yep.
Man, I remember when I went to Virginia, tobacco was so cheap out there. Like everywhere else, it was like, you know what I mean? A pack of cigarettes was $5. You go down there. This is when I used to smoke. They was like, what was it? It was like $2 for a pack of Newports back. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was out there, I'm like, damn. Fletcher says Hangman cuts a promo in Spanish. They really need Heyman speaking Spanish also, huh? Oh, well, that means they watching the product, man. You know how it is. He said, why is WWE like this? So petty. Hey, man, look. What I think that they're trying. Maybe they're learning on the fly. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Triple H do got, what, 2 years to catch up on to Tony Khan?
Hey, I'll be back real quick, bro.
Okay. He does have 2 years to catch up to Tony Khan as far as running the company. So he's 2 years behind. So he's in year 2. Gerard said that's counter programming. Jay Millie said, let's move on. Fletcher says WWE equals AEW counter program. Yes. And Gerard says, please hit that like button wherever you are. Absolutely. I do appreciate that. Man, listen, every time somebody say that, we putting it up. I think Ballet said it too. Hold on. Wait, let's go back up. Let me see. Please hit that like button, you guys. It goes a long way into making sure we can keep growing our community. Let's see where are we at with the comments. All right, there we go. Jay Hendry said Corey Graves is way better than Pat on commentary. He is, but Pat just has something different to offer it. You know what I'm saying? I do like Pat's commentary, but I do enjoy Corey Graves as well. Miss All Day's office in the building said, yo, Tati says Samoans can't say the N-word. Well, you know, if I'm gonna say this, man. I understand everybody's argument, and we as a collective have come to the realization that we are all going to try to take that out of our vocabulary, period. So, you know what I'm saying? We are old enough to know that it does nobody any good. Since we're going to complain about it, we're going to try to, and I had to talk with a lot of different people. And my thing is, I'm going to move towards taking it out of my vocabulary as well, to lead by example. So there we go. Thea says, got to protect ankles at all times. So if we don't say it, maybe nobody else will. Jay Millie said mid-card Finn. Jelly said Millie said all days off. Salute. Fletcher says, Mr. All Days Off, I was watching the video about the Samoans and the N-word. That was a good video. She put together a great video. Big homie Lowe said it was good ballet. She was very passionate. Definitely got to give commender on it. You know what I'm saying? It's doing good numbers too as well. Y'all know that. Tati Taker is going to say what's on her mind and make sure she get that shit off. Roberto says, LOL, what would take care of that ankle for Bronson is learning from Cope, not saying, hey, Cope, hold my beer. He don't got to lose weight, B. Man, unless it's, I don't know. Lowe says, salute, no chill. Ballet says, peace to Big Bronson Reed. Fletcher says, agree, Jay Hendry. I think Corey Graves was treated horrible by WWE, sending him to NXT when they got the Netflix deal. Shameful effect. Now, he could have said no. So I agree. And I know we all love Corey Graves, too, on the commentary. It could have been a 3-man on Monday night with Corey Graves and Pat McAfee, which I would have enjoyed a little bit more than 3 on NXT, because you don't need 3 on NXT. Vic and Booker T have good chemistry. But ultimately, Netflix was, remember that's how we got Roman over on Raw, like, because they want him on Raw. Netflix wanted who they wanted on Raw, and they took all of the talent off, the big talent off of there. This is why the show started feeling unbalanced. Now Raw feels unbalanced, unlike SmackDown. They got to figure that shit out. Ballet says, Mr. All Days Off. And she says, I'm doing. Fletcher says, Corey Graves eats Pat McAfee all day in commentary. Ballet said, big homie Low, I'm doing okay. Roberto says, true, but Gunther's 1,000 times better now. That is very true. But he was a beast when he was Volta. Fletcher says, Styles going to dethrone Dominic. I hope not, man. I hope Dominic get to have another pay-per-view or something like that. You know what I mean? Extending his title reign. Fletcher says, is Gunther better now, taking L's against Jey Uso? Well, he did get it back. You know, it was one loss. You know what I'm saying? The Ring General is back. Roberto says, so Dom wasn't stripped. Yo, I dead ass forgot about that. I don't think his injury is that bad. Plus, he's still showing up to TV. Davion says, Kairi versus Roxanne is going to be good. I agree. I think that is going to be a great match tonight. Fletcher says, Levesque, bring back Broken Dreams and hit that fire burns. You own the song. Stop being such a bit. Oh. Jay Millie says, AJ, I don't want to wrestle, so I stay WWE Styles. Holy shit. Jay Millie, I love it. He's in here frying shit up. Thea said, I'll sign the briefcase for you for free. Oh, she said, say that 50. Fletcher said, AJ, I'm afraid to leave and face Ospreay Styles. Oh. There y'all go. I do want to see that match though, but we just gonna have to book it on 2K for right now. Mr. Audio said, "LOL, Thea." Fletcher says, "Finn afraid of leaving to face Jay White for Bullet Club custody Balor." Ooh, I want to see that. I would love to see that, but we need Jay White back though, and we need the whole team back.
Why would it be Jay? Why would it be Jay though?
Huh?
Why would it be Jay when the passing of the torch was to AJ Styles?
I mean, do you want to see?
If anything, it would have been Kenny and Jay because Kenny was passing the torch to Jay.
You don't want to see Switchblade for Switchblade though? No.
What do you mean Switchblade for Switchblade?
They both do the or Sling. What was it? Sling Blade for Sling Blade in the match.
Jay White don't do the Sling Blade.
No,
he do the Blade Runner.
Oh well, Sling Blade versus Blade Runner,
which is pretty much a fucking goddamn Crossroads.
Oh, you're right,
but it's better.
It's better than Cody's.
It's better than the Crossroad. On God, it is.
It's better than Cody's. Yeah,
he be hitting that shit harder than Cody be hitting that shit, bro.
He absolutely does.
But
go ahead.
We got the Finn and AJ match, but we never really got to this. You know who was the definitive. And that really, to tell you the truth, we never got who the definitive one was out of Kenny and AJ.
That's very
true. Truthfully honest, because in New Japan, AJ was killing it just as much as Kenny was killing it after AJ left. Remember, AJ first match, he won the title.
That's very true.
So it's like, but Kenny ain't the same no more. Kenny, my nigga. I mean, his match with Okada gonna be crazy, but bro, that fucking 2016, 2018 run of Kenny, damn near it was like 20. No, it wasn't 2016. It was like 2017, 2018 run of Kenny Omega. Man, that was some of the best wrestling I've ever seen in my life. Boy, oh boy.
I haven't ran this ticker tape in a minute.
Huh?
I said I haven't ran this ticker tape at the bottom in a while. I thought I'd bring it back. Jay Billy said, "Hey Jay, I'm afraid to get my back at Omega Styles." Gerard said, "I definitely feel Corey will take over for Michael Cole or have his role. With that being said, I unpopularly have no issues with Pat. I miss the fuck out of Mauro Ranallo though."
Yes.
I think we all miss Mauro.
Yes.
You ain't
Mauro was that dude.
Yes.
Tessa getting there. He
Tessa
getting there. Joe Tessitore?
Oh, okay. I thought you was talking about the other Tessa. My bad.
You talking about Mac? You talking about Mac tonight, Tessa?
Yeah.
I ain't talking about her.
Yeah. Roberto said $200.
Hey, you notice what they did too, right?
Oh, I seen her lost to the Iconics or the.
Did you see who they put her in? Did you see who they put her in a tag team with?
Yeah, that was foul.
I got a black friend.
Oh my God, that was foul. Hey, you gonna learn today? She was gonna learn today. Roberto said $200. No way. The fact that $50 more gets you an auto, then I can see it. Because an auto loan can be $80. So $170 for the briefcase after mathing. Man, fuck it. That's not bad. Not bad. Ballet says, please remember to hit that like button to support the channel. Yes, here we go. We're going to keep every time y'all say it, we are making sure we pin it. Let's see. Fletcher says Mauro Ranallo is the GOAT, Gerard. I don't know why he wasn't at the latest Maple Leaf. You did ask that earlier during the other live stream. If anybody knows, give us some info. Jay Millie said, Finn, I don't want to fight the Young Bucks Balor. Oh! Fletcher says, no chill. Do you know what's the first match of G1? Gabe fucking Kid versus Takeshita. And the G1, he said the G1 starts tonight. Is anybody streaming the G1 tonight? No, I don't know.
That's a fucking match. And it's in Japan.
And it starts this morning for us, tomorrow for them. Is anyone streaming? If I'm up, man, you never know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna watch it at least. I'm gonna make sure my alarm is on. I don't know what time it starts. They say it says
what the fuck? Was
Being
that
Bobocho no
what the
chill,
fuck was
about to
that
make
kid?
me a sandwich or too soon. Hey, no, he feeding the rabbit. No chill said we need you covering all in. No chill.
I don't have control over that.
Well, I mean, it will be streaming. The channel will be going, regardless of what happens if I make it or not. We're gonna make sure we have it. I mean, Jay Millie is also down, so it might be you and Jay Millie. And welcome to the stage. The third person here tonight with us. Yes, the Sandman is in the building. What's happening, Sandman?
Sandman, what it
Hey,
do? What
hey,
it
yo, B,
do?
what it do though? How y'all feeling? All right?
Man, not too
Good.
bad, man.
All right.
Roberto said,
Glad
y'all,
to be here, B.
man, I appreciate you sliding through, man. It's good to have you up here, man.
Not a problem.
Roberto said, y'all say he spoke Spanish. I saw him spitting. Man, I need glasses. He was spitting, though. Like, literally.
Oh.
Paul Heyman. Yeah, you see, he was...
Yeah. He was spitting.
Yeah, that was like Jay White levels, too. Flynn said we don't need Heyman speaking Spanish to know that Levesque watches AEW, bro. He wants mascara dorada for some reason, and of course he watches AEW. It's his favorite day of the week, Wednesday. Flynn said, "I'm sorry, Leo. I'm trying to be positive. Sorry, y'all. Nah, do your shit, man. Y'all, man. Listen, y'all know, man. This is the Hill chat. We're not changing up just because." Roberto says, "I tomahawk the like button. I appreciate it." Jay Millie said, "This the midget women's match." Dia said, only 23 minutes in. Keep it cute in the comments, please. Oh, shit. Fletcher says, Steve. Roberto said, everyone give.
What happened? Who's ugly? Who's being ugly?
Oh, you stupid. Oh!
I've been trying to figure out who was being ugly in the comments.
Somebody said that shit earlier. Oh! Pop Rocks? Oh, she out of it. What?
Yeah, they had to give Kairi Sane something.
Well, she been on a win. This is her second win, right, Sandman?
Yeah, I think so. Cause she had beat Liv.
Yeah. Come on, Raquel, put some more into that. They got a finisher? Oh!
Pretty basic but effective.
Yeah.
I'll always mark out over a big boot.
It's Asuka.
Let's go.
Oh!
The
Kabuki Warriors.
Uh-huh. Oh! Asuka cooking in them. What she got on, denim or leathers?
Look like leather.
It's denim.
Oh, she bringing back that 2000 shiny denim?
Yeah.
The pants, yeah, but she got a leather jacket.
Jacket on, yeah.
Oh, shit. Tejana Bomb.
Yo, Tejana Bomb's about to pack her.
Pack her up.
Oh!
Kairi Sane said psych.
Oh!
Here we go. Ass attack.
Oh! Poor Jada Parker. She couldn't keep her finisher, huh? You think Jada Parker gonna keep doing the hypnotic?
She been still doing it.
Okay.
Stop playing. You know how many moves people keep doing over in WWE?
Yeah.
You know how many versions of the sling blade I see? Stop playing.
Well, that ends that.
Yeah, Kairi definitely needed this.
Yeah.
This is definitely I'm not surprised though, because they got a click up for Evolution, but they should stay clicked up.
She's still hurt, bro. Look, she grabbing her arm. All right, man. He said, Roberto said, everyone give Nia smack for injuring Kairi. Now Kairi going on the run. Ballet says, I love that. Keep it cute. Protostar says, Fletcher said we keep it cute people. You stupid, bro. Tia said, thank you, Ballet. Fletch 100. He said, remember, we got to follow Levesque advice. Don't be a hater, be a fan. Man, listen. If it's trash, I'm going to hate. Let's go. Oh. Are we going to get Sam Kine finally?
No.
Why do they have to? He's walking. Do the tsunami. Did they used to watch back in the 80s like that? I want to watch some old WWF film. Can anybody explain that they used to watch when somebody used to come out to interfere, or were they still beating the shit out of people? Fletcher says, Corey Graves said no at first, and they see that's why all that drama at the beginning. And I remember the whole WWE fan base trashing Corey. Laughed my ass off. They did. Jay Millie said, Leo, facts. I've been working on removing that word too, considering the history. Plus, call me niggas equals king. Low said, Jacob Fatu saying the N word on the track ain't enough for me to cancel him. Tiffany Stratton calling someone a boy, though. It is. Fletcher says, sorry, but Jacob saying the N word is okay. So it's okay, Tiffany saying boy, because she didn't mean it like that. This society is so much me, let's be honest. Fletcher says, AJ Styles and Ospreay faced once, actually. It's on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh. Jay Mitty said, Low, he been saying it in interviews when he was in the Indies. So this is the first time a lot of people hearing it. You know what? It's almost like it's two different things, but it's like people not even accepting Julia's hair.
I'm laughing at Ballet.
I ain't even seen it yet. I haven't seen it. Oh, Scarlett. Kairi ain't getting that push finally. Give me the mic.
I didn't know Karen Cross was from New York.
I thought he was from Vegas. They just built him from Vegas?
Yeah, she's from New York.
Okay. What part?
Probably Manhattan.
He said Manhattan. You stupid. Oh man, you like from Times Square, bro.
It's nothing wrong with that, but hey, he give up that vibe.
I mean, y'all know New Yorkers be knowing where New Yorkers is from by the look,
right?
So,
exactly.
Just like we do when we know people ain't really from, you know what I'm saying, certain parts of LA. Like, bro, you ain't from South Central. You might be from Pasadena.
You're not from the town, B. Pack it up.
Oh, Ballet said Tiffany square butt pants. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Holy shit. Fletcher said, because Jay White is the leader of Bullet Club Gold. No, chill.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, he is the leader of Bullet Club Gold.
Fletcher says, I say Balor versus Jay White because Jay is the leader of Bullet Club Gold. That's all. Roberto said, it's a blade of some kind. They out there. Lowe said Jacob didn't direct it towards nobody in particular. Tiffany saying boy was directed to someone of color, not the same. Thea says Tiffany needs to get rocked. She didn't say it a lot lately. Fletcher says Cody isn't it the same finisher that Bray Wyatt used? The Sister Abigail?
Nah,
versus the
there's more rotation in the Crossroads.
That is true. I like what's her name's version of it, to be honest, the best. Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, but you know, but real talk, you know who she took that from?
Who?
Dream.
Velveteen. Todd just mentioned. I was just talking to Todd. He will be back. I found Uncle Todd. He's taking care of some business. Daughter finna go to college. That's awesome.
All right.
We wishing you know what I'm saying, more success. Definitely making sure more of these kids go to college, man. I love it. So he's visiting. And what's that? You got the silverback cup, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
That's dope.
That's ill.
Appreciate it.
Fletcher said Cody. Oh, I'm sorry. He says I need to see Tiffany boy clip. Jay Millie said low the history with that word. Nobody should be saying it. He said Jay Millie he been saying it before then. I guarantee he was saying it. In prison for 10 years while knocking down Aryans. Oh. Roberto said, take it out the vocabulary is the mature response. I can't go around complaining about peeps doing or saying what I also do or say. Not the right logic for a long-term result. Whip to all, LOL. Well, I mean, you know, we can... This conversation ain't going nowhere, I see. I'm trying to be diplomatic.
Like... I'm just not surprised that he said the N-word, to tell the truth.
I'm not either. Like, I mean, we was just look, man, we've been calling him Damu Fatu for weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, to keep it a bean, you know what I'm saying? He been gangbanging. The videos we was watching like 2 weeks ago, and you know what I'm saying, with him saying that word and old school stuff and talking about his old stuff, you know what I mean? With him smoking and drinking Henny. And now this is where we are. I mean, there's only one way to fix it if we all collectively do it. It's just, what we gonna do? Are we gonna ruin the talent? Are we gonna keep how do you say, losing more people that are more allies that we have, you know what I'm saying, by chopping people up, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the same time, I be stuck in between this shit. So the only way to fix it is if I gotta look within, like what is it thing to do? And I like I say, I talk to a lot of my homies. I know a lot of Mexicans be saying the N-word on the West Coast also. Yeah, it's definitely
and all that. Mexicans be saying that too, like, or they'll say "way" or something like that.
They definitely do out here. It's one of those things, man. Like I say, I try to see everybody's point of view for sure. You know what I'm saying? I know that some people don't like it, some people don't really care. But at the end of the day, if this many people are saying something and it struck a nerve with the community, so I look at that. But at the same time, just one of those things that I grew up around. So it's just like, hey man, what my peoples was telling me when we all collectively sat down, not even just as a group here, but even some of the homies that I called outside of this circle was just like, bro, I'm not even trying to say that shit no more. But I think that comes with age too. So
true that.
You know, but I mean, everybody has their opinion. Feel free.
For the most part, I'll say my dude. Like, y'all notice I don't really say the N-word like that. I'll say my dude.
Yeah. So that's why I say I'm not gonna stop anybody from saying and expressing how the way they feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. I don't want to do that. I want everybody to say how they feel. And if you don't feel that he should say that shit, then definitely he shouldn't. And if you don't care, like I say, man, it was a long conversation this morning. I've been having conversations all day. I watched Tati's video. I saw a whole bunch of shit. I saw a lot of videos. I saw people going live. Now, this is the part that I hate is that.
What did Tati say about it?
Oh, Tati, she was like, they don't have a pass. Now, the thing that pissed me off is that it's just I seen people go live or not live, but make videos, and this excludes Tati from that. I seen people go live that haven't been live in months, bro. You know what I'm saying? They ain't put up no content in months, but you come back for this. It's low hanging fruit. You know what I'm saying? That's my problem with it. Don't do that.
Right.
Chill.
If you ain't got no game banging West Coast game banging background, which Jacob Fatu got, and you ain't did time in a California penal system, shut up. That's how I feel about it. I mean, it's straight up. Like, he been around us a lot. And I'm sure when he was in jail for 10 years, like Lo said, he was in there fighting some areas. And that's on everything. So I don't look at it as a problem for me.
Yeah, like it just be part of people's upbringing. Like
It's
Like
all
back in
about,
the
it's all about
Bronx.
your upgrading. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's how we look at it on the West Coast. I'm from LA, so we got Mexicans that say it out there.
Yeah.
They grew up around us. They're even an Asian dude in Long Beach that be saying it.
Yeah.
But he grew up around blacks. So it's like it
I've
is
seen
what it
it,
is.
yeah.
It is what it is, man. It's an environment for us, it's an environmental thing on the West Coast. So
like,
it ain't,
like
it
in the
ain't,
Bronx, like Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, they say the N-word in the Bronx.
Hold on, Chill.
Hold on,
Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, I was saying that even people on like Puerto Ricans and Dominicans and stuff, they say the N-word in the Bronx, and we don't take it no way because we all was brought up together. We all grew up together, so it's like, you know what I mean. But when a white person said, then it's like, nah, you doing too much or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some motherfuckers are just rock a white dude or whatever.
And I guarantee from my sources, if we looked into it, it was probably a white person that started the backlash.
No pun intended.
Oh God, no pun intended. But I'm just saying, hey, he can't say that.
WWE backlash.
You notice. Look, you notice that they keep saying the N-word and ain't nobody saying nigga. Because if they was black, they'd be saying. But at the same time, if it is somebody that's black,
where Karrion Kross came from.
Yes.
They don't understand West Coast culture and how stuff go down on the West Coast. So
very true. Hold on, Karrion is he finally getting TV time, man. Let's go. Yes.
But like out here, from the people I've been around, like the Mexicans and all, they don't say that out here. You know what I'm saying? Like they take it very serious out here in the Midwest.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And if you want to go down to the root of it, even twins say the same thing. Low will tell you right now and break it down. If you go down to the root of Polynesians, they come from Africa. We all come from Africa. I don't know if y'all don't believe that or not, but you know, I believe that heavily. So
well,
it all come from the root.
From the ruler to the tutor.
Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
Jay Millie said this Tiffany's second time in a year. That is true. Remember she put up the little video post and was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't know what it meant." It's actually 3 different offenses. So,
really?
Yeah.
And if you,
because the little girl she passed up last week, did you see that video where she didn't? I know that she was. It looked like she tried to get her to sign the belt, but she just like didn't even say nothing and clapped it up with the other little white, and with the other little girl right.
See now, like I said, like now with Tiffany Stratton, it looks crazy. Like yo,
yeah.
All right, now what type of time you on? Because we know that you don't have the same upbringing that like how we got.
Yeah.
So you can't go around calling people boy and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because you don't have the same upbringing like how we got.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that for a fact. So that's when it looks crazy.
Hey, and here's another thing too, and I've noticed this with the Samoans. Look at how they all act, and look at where they from. Okay, peep game. The Usos are from San Francisco.
Right.
It's the Bay, but it ain't like Oakland, Sacktown. You know what I'm saying? So they have a certain swag to them because they from Frisco too. They from that Frisco area. They do got a different swag to them. Jacob got a whole different swag because he deep Bay area.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like Sacktown and, you know.
Him and Zilla.
Yeah. No, Zilla from Houston. That's what I was about to point out.
Mm.
act like a down south Houston cat. When you look at him, look at his grill set now. He got the all golds. I mean, the all diamonds now, bro.
Right.
He talked like a Houston, like he been around a bunch of exactly, bro. And then look at Roman. Roman is from Florida. He don't act like the rest of them neither. Solo is from Vegas. He don't act like no Cali. He act like a kind of, if you really be real, he kind of act like a Vegas nigga. He act like a Vegas dude.
He does act like a Las Vegan.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Las Vegans have a certain thing about them when you people that are born from Las Vegas and you go and you know a Las Vegas person when you see them, they have a certain kind of energy out there.
And they it's like they fit to like, and if you really notice it, they're fitting to their environments. This is what we've been talking about. And this is why I say it's not a problem for me, because he's a product of Jacob, a product of being in Sacramento, listening to E40 Bay Area. He's putting over Yada I Mean. What are you saying? We were saying Yada I Mean back in. We were saying Yada I Mean back in what 2000?
Yeah, that's hell yeah. That's hella old.
2001, 2002.
It is now, yeah. People just now getting hit to that shit. Yada I Mean.
Yada I Mean. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Lord Jamal's. That was named Lord Jamal's podcast from before. Remember?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Podcast.
Yeah.
Like, and then my other thing is, where was this energy for Vince Rag for Do-Rag Vince?
Oh, we still got that heat for Do-Rag Vince. But we didn't have social media back then. If we had social media back then, they would have tore his ass up.
Boy.
Yeah, I think we had like MySpace around that time, I think.
Yeah. And we definitely wasn't posting wrestling videos on MySpace.
And another thing, and I'm going to shut up. Y'all allowed Drake to say that shit for years.
But he's mixed. That's the thing. He's black and white, so
hey,
they look at it like, look, he's still black.
Hey, you know that song, Not Like Us?
Of course.
I'm sorry, Jacob is on that. Jacob is on the other line. Jacob Batu is on the other line of that. Because he is like us, because he gets he's cultured like us. What I'm saying is Jacob Batu is got more culture in him than Drake ever had, bro.
These comments is crazy. I can't even see him.
Like I was trying to tell us this one dude.
I don't care. I'm just gonna say it like that.
There's other podcast I was trying to explain to him. I'm like, yo, Jacob been on that type of time ever since MLW. And he was like, nah, he was like the Wild Samoan. I'm like, yeah, in the ring, he was like the Wild Samoan, but like, especially when he left Contra. And he went on, you know what I'm saying? He went did his own thing with who was the Samoan SWAT team, whatever the fuck their name was.
Mm-hmm.
He was acting mad hood. Cause remember he had the pint of Henny and the cigarette and all that shit. Talking about him being in prison.
One of the things that Tati brought up that was a really good point inside of her thing was that, they came out with the paint and shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't want to say and shit like that, like I'm shitting on it. They came out with the paint and stuff like that, and it was definitely a lot of Samoan pride. And now this is this, but it's like, well, that don't mean because you have your tradition. That doesn't mean you don't, because you don't have your tradition still, that you're not that. But I understand where she's coming from. Like I said, I understand every side of this and everybody's argument. You know what I'm saying? But we got bigger problems inside of a lot of this shit than this. But then again, like I say, if people are upset about it, I don't mind people spending their time. I don't mind people speaking their mind on it and just saying what they gotta say. Me, I try to be as diplomatic as possible about shit, like I always do. Y'all know that about me. Watch my platform. So
I think the goalposts always get moved when it comes to different people.
Yeah,
everybody got their set standards, and me personally, I just try to be respectful towards everybody. That's it. At the end of the day.
That's it. I want to respect everybody. Do y'all still want to see Jacob wrestle? That's the question. If not, then
of course, that's the thing. It's like, come on now, for him to be like, oh, now he gotta get blackballed. That's too much.
Yeah,
I'm definitely not agreeing with that. I don't think he should be like, oh, now he should be exonerated and blacklisted. Nah, come on.
I think he has to. It'll be a good time for. It's definitely a good time for him to make a statement at some point, you know what I'm saying, or say something.
Yeah,
everybody's talking to him.
You said in 10 toes on. He's like, man, look, it is what it is. What happened?
Everybody else is talking except for him. So I know y'all in the comments probably tearing us up, but we gonna figure it out.
We being realistic though. We being realistic.
Let's see. Lo said, Jay Miller, you right. No one should be saying it. Roberto said, what y'all think about the fans turning on McAfee and getting Graves back in? You think McAfee gone? It's college football time, right?
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, he said he was burnt out. That's the last thing I heard. He was burnt out and shit. He just wanted to take some time off.
Do he got a lawsuit? I don't want to put nothing on him.
First time hearing about that.
Okay, I just want to make sure he ain't in trouble. I remember he got in a little bit of some shit with ESPN. I don't know how far that went. Roberto said, what y'all think about the fans? We already read that one. Ballet said Reed Tiffany. That was caught on tape. Was Jay Millie? Yeah, they caught her on tape twice.
That's crazy.
Fletcher says, Berto, what I think, hypocrite fan base, they were shitting on Corey Graves. That's very true. Lowe said, I agree. Take it out the vocab. I'm just saying I'm not going to cancel Jacob because of it.
Right.
Roberto said, just seems like Tiffany grew up in the same place where that God of War dude.
Who God of War? Kratos?
Bro, you talking about Kratos?
Yeah, like, now her be on that type of time. Nobody's not here for that shit because it's like, come on now, but you grew up privileged. You wasn't in no trenches. You wasn't in no slums. You was, you know what I'm saying, middle class, if I could guess. I'm not saying I knew her as her growing up or whatever the case may be, but let's really be real. Her saying something like that, it makes her look crazy.
It does. And she still never apologized from the first shit. So
right.
He said, wait, G1 is tonight, Leo, stream it. I think, and I thought you said it was tonight. When is the G1? I thought you said it started tonight. If it starts tonight or tomorrow, I'm down with it. Roberto says, no chill, okay. Yes, he is. You know what I'm saying? He was, as you can see the bottom right there, you know what I'm saying? We was feeding the rabbit. Fletcher says, we got to see Takeshita versus Game Kids, y'all. Absolutely. Jamie said, Lo, I had did a live a couple of years ago about this history of the word and broke it down from the origins to now. Roberto said, no chill sounds like what that you, brother, you. Ballet said, I wasn't crazy. A lot of people were complaining about Corey Graves before. Hell yeah, they were. Lo said, tag me in the video. Jay Millie. Roberto said, yeah, Fletch. Ballet. Fletcher says, Ballet, I remember basically the whole fan base shitting on Corey and saying, if the motherfucker doesn't want to be on NXT, go away. They did. Ballet said, peace to the Sandman. Yeah, we are behind.
Yo, what to do, Ballet?
We are behind. We will catch up. I promise you. I'm going to hit all of them. Oh. Stop the match. No.
Yeah, because of his ribs.
Man, he getting
the match should have never started. How much times are we going to see fucking Sami Zayn and Braun Breaker fight? Y'all motherfuckers got all this talent. Like, yo, I'm tired of seeing you two fight. Yeah, stop this fucking match now.
I said,
man.
You're right the fuck down.
I'm tired of seeing the same fucking matches.
I agree. AEW got that same problem too when they got a whole smorgasbord full of people. Like, we all do. But WWE is tripping. Like, it's time. I thought that was the whole point, was to make sure that new people get up on the roster, which is what Seth Rollins is trying to do. Oh, yeah, that's it.
He about to shut up blood.
Well, he kept his promise. Bring back the Steiner line. Gerard said, I can't do live New Japan Pro Wrestling anymore. A few years back, we used to do Wrestle Kingdom breakfast with the bros. That sounds awesome.
Hell yeah.
Says, what's happening with Blake Monroe on NXT? I don't know. They said, I read, what was it? You were saying earlier, you said they was trying to turn her heel or something, right? Like, already. I never expected her to be a face. Jay Millie said, Lo, I'll do you one better. I'm doing a live about the Jacob situation, and I'll be breaking it down again. I got you.
Hell yeah, man.
There it is.
Put your channel in the chat, B. I'll sub up or whatever. See what you got going on over there.
Oh, Jay Millie had a hell of a stream last night. He was streaming what was it, Jay Millie? I forget which pay-per-view it was, bro. Like, y'all know I got a short-term memory issue, but he was streaming the pay-per-view last night, rewatching some old classics, you know what I'm saying? It was dope.
Okay.
Jay Millie makes some good content, man. He is definitely, you know what I'm saying? Definitely militant. I fuck with Jay Millie. Roberto said, yo, when are we seeing any of the minis and Exiticos from AAA? I hope I pronounced that right. Don't kill me if I didn't. I'm ready to see it. Fletcher said, Mr. Iguana. Roberto said, there's no ugly. That's why the Diva era is back, or did I misunderstand? Nah, I think you're right. The Diva era is back, but it's a little bit more brutal this time. You've been saying it for months. Lo said, for sure, man. Let me know. As a Polynesian, I want to see it.
He said the diva. You agree with that? He said the diva era is back.
I think he just said all of the ladies are prettier. You know what I'm saying? Now they not really. They don't have a what's that
bra and panties matches, mud matches. That's when you know the divas. That's when you know the divas era is back. If they have shit like that,
where Bertha Faye at? You know what I'm saying? We ain't got none of them. That's what he's saying. That's what he's trying to say. Where that at? You know what I mean?
You a mess.
Could you imagine Faye Jackson being in WWE right now though?
Yeah,
I would love it.
They had Awesome Kong, you know.
Yeah. I wish that would have worked out better. Holy shit! Why they wearing veils?
Yeah, why they come and do like females that be at the funeral? So I don't know.
Look at Kofi.
That's a scarf. That's a scarf that Kofi got.
Kofi got on the French Montana shit.
Huh? Go ahead, catch up with the chat, B.
Okay.
He
said they ain't saying shit.
They really
Fletcher said at least she didn't injure anybody tonight. Good job, Kairi. Ballet said she should be doing more, Fletcher. J. Millie said low for show. Ballet said where is EO? That's what everybody's been asking. A lot of people has been asking where is EO Sky been at. Fletcher said Ballet. I saw an article that WWE wasn't happy with the reaction of Blake Monroe and wants her to turn heel now. Roberto says Asuka should have been the new Midnight Rider. Jay Henry said, tell me why I thought Asuka was executive to SmackDown. Jay Millie said, I ain't trying to be funny, but all the Latinos who work in WWE are safe from Trump. LOL. Holy shit. That's some funny shit. They like, yo, let's just go to AAA, B. Let's just go to AAA.
Shit, these who's go there, Berto and Hector Garza.
Yeah.
Then they go to AAA, the tag team champions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The whole roster finna go watch. All the luchadors is out.
All the LWO, all of them.
Oh, hey, the other ones are on Evolve. I don't know. I hope they make it back.
Well, I'm glad they're spreading them out. When they're not using them, let them go elsewhere. Let them do their thing. Let them spread their wings elsewhere. I'm here for that.
They got Lince Dorado down there right now.
Yeah.
Taking over the LWO since Ray's been out. Roberto says, how does a 10-pound Kairi drop kick Raquel to the other side of the ring? I'm going to go make my sandwiches. Jay Billy said, Roberto, exactly. Ballet said, how many sandwiches, Roberto? Fletcher said, just a question. Wouldn't Miss Parker feud with May be better for NXT instead of the one that's currently champ? I even forgot her name. Laugh my ass off. Oh, you talking about JC Jane? This is it for JC Jane, man. It's she either carries this title right now to keep it 100% with you, or and it works for her so she can get up to the main roster finally, or we'll see her in Evolve and she'll be evolving out of the door like everybody else did. I'm just keeping it real. Evolve. I'm telling you, they de-evolve the people on the main roster to take them to Evolve and on NXT. Like, so if you see it and they down there, it's over. The only person that went down there,
that's like the last step. That's you already got one foot out the door.
Man, look, you see how they did. Gallus was there 2 weeks.
Oh, they're not there no more?
Gallus is gone. They got released.
Yeah, that's right. You're right. Yeah.
Gallus is gone. Who else did they put in there? They had old boy from Metaphor down there. He was there for like a couple of weeks.
Not nowhere I'm going, the other dude, right?
Yeah. And he gone, you know what I'm saying? Like,
wow.
Who's down there right now? Wendy Chu is there.
Nikita Lyons.
Nikita Lyons is there.
What happened with Wendy Chu? Like, what happened with that? I never really seen her perform, but like, was she really that bad for her to...
No, it's just I don't know. It's just the gimmick is some people don't dig her gimmick. I mean, I would let her do the shit she was doing overseas, but that she was doing then. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Or I would bring her up and put her with like somebody like an Alexa Bliss, and you know what I'm saying, or something like that. Like she has a horror gimmick. I can see
that. Yeah, the whole gothic type shit. With her wearing the pajamas and the wild makeup and shit. Like, it was something different.
Jay Hendry said Julio Cesar Chavez wasn't. Holy shit.
Right.
He said, LOL. Fletcher said, Berto, same way. Jay Uso beats Gunther. Jay Millie says, LOL. He says, Fletcher, LOL. They are laughing in the comments. Roberto said, ever since Tripp said that, I have had so many peeps say, just enjoy the show. Like it's automatic. What is wrong with people? Nah, fuck they just enjoy the show. That nigga was out of line for that. See, nigga, I slipped up and said it. I'm trying to stop it. It's a work in progress.
Yeah,
Work in progress.
The gaming is coming back soon, Ballet. I ain't forget about y'all. It's just that my TV, I gotta get a new TV, plain and simple. My TV be like after a while it starts flickering.
We need to have a TV streamathon for Sandman so that way, for real, man, have a TV streamathon for Sandman so we can get, man, you know what I mean?
That shit.
I've been waiting the game, bro. I'm getting back a little bit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like Friday, we definitely gonna pull up from Friday Night Fights.
All right.
Friday Night Fights, I should say. Excuse me. We're gonna do that shit. We're gonna spin the block on that.
Yeah, I'm ready to play some CVS. I haven't played at all. I've been playing Street Fighter 6. I just been trying to get my
okay.
You know what I mean? My handwork together.
Did Saga pull up yet?
Not yet. It's he pulled up August 5th.
August 5th? Okay.
Yeah. He said, nah, they slide in the camera view. All right, let's see if Becky got one tonight for us. I love Becky as a heel. How did she get better than How did she get better at Charlotte in promos?
My damn pet cat is better than Charlotte in promos.
Holy shit.
That's just not such a big feat.
Oh man. My bro said, no, they slide the camera. Fletcher says, just enjoy the show, but I don't see that energy towards AEW. Man, look. I'm enjoying all shows. I'm not gonna miss out on no wrestling. I'm not finna
it's like, you know, enjoy yourself at the end of the day. You know, people just like, most people just like a hate watch. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? It's whatever. You all have different tastes.
I can't stand that shit when I see it now. Like, I love both companies at this point. You know what I'm saying? But
now I would I don't share that same sentiment, but no, that's how, you know, that's your jam.
Yeah, no, I do. I grew to love AEW a lot. Like, they got a lot of good talent over there. Like, even Ring of Honor, like, you know what I'm saying? I love all that shit. I miss Rampage. I'm probably like one of the only people in the world that misses Rampage.
All right, I'm back. My bad.
No, you all good. Roberto said, Ballet, you want? He said, I'm gonna make 2, can't front. Black Star says, it make you think someone is making their debut on Saturday. Fletcher said, oh, Cross is here? Hey, they listening to you, Fletcher. Davion said, I think Karrion is getting his win back. He's coming back. Ballet said, I already had one. Thank you, though, Roberto. Black Star said, he's from Vegas, I thought so, too, but I guess not. But he did wrestle in FSW in Vegas.
Yeah, he's from New York.
Oh, shit. Look. They finna tee off on her.
And I'm not mad at the story right here. It's simple, but you know, it's effective. They're giving Lara something to do. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't sit here and just shit on everything just for sake of. I be having legitimate reasons. Like this, I'm not mad at the storyline. It's simple but effective.
This is the best story heading into Evolution, honestly.
It's the only story heading into Evolution.
Damn.
Bailey looking good though. I ain't even gonna front. We'll hold you. Oh. Holy shit.
What the fuck is Becky wearing though, man?
The shit Seth was supposed to wear last week.
What the hell, yo? She's dressed like a fucking Mexican flamingo.
Holy shit.
Not the shit that Seth was supposed to wear last week. That's crazy.
Bro, that's a track. That is tracksuit material.
Yo, like a whole parachute out here.
Bro, she got on the Olympic gold medalist tracksuit. Okay. I mean, the second hour already. Oh! Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. 2 massive disappointments.
Oh! It sounds like she don't even care.
Then I watched you lose that Intercontinental Championship, and you raised her hand like a little bitch.
She's not lying.
Oh!
She's definitely not lying.
Oh! Yeah, let's get it. I love it.
She definitely did raise her hand like a bitch. Oh, damn.
Oh! Uh-oh. The future is bright with the NXT coming up. Yeah. Oh, Nightwing to Bailey.
Valkyrie out here looking dominant.
Yeah. With the golf boots on. Look.
Shit.
Oh.
Our finisher should be the coup de grace with those boots.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been sick. Yeah. Gave her the house call with him and shit like Swerve.
Hey yo. Dead ass though.
Roberto says always. Fletcher says Vegas is his second home if I'm not mistaken. I'm about to speed through some of these comments so we can catch up. Y'all, I don't want to be too behind. I know y'all. I want to respect y'all's comments. Let's see. Black Stars. Let's see. Ballet said Black Star who? He said the loser of Page versus Starks. Fletcher says, shouldn't Gabe Kidd turn on the David Finlay and make him finally the leader of the War Dogs? I like that. Ballet said Killer Cross the Chef was born in New York City.
There you go.
Jay Millie said, I'll be back. It's my nephew's birthday. He wants Hennessy, so I'm going to get him a bottle. That's right, Jay Millie.
Hell yeah.
Ballet said, what's in that cup, Sandman? He said,
right.
He no-sold it. Oh, shit. Fletcher said, there's a chance of Gabe Kidd having a match at this All-In. Death Riders challenge the Ops. If Pac is still injured, maybe we get Gabe Kidd with Claudio and Yuta. I like that. I would love to see him out there. Fletcher said, okay, Jay Millie. Blackstar said, I just did the Mad Ballet because if Roman returns at SummerSlam, it has to be a super heel group. Fletcher says Zilla Fatu has cleared his parole. Do we finally get Fatu brothers versus Tongan brothers?
Please, God, no.
It's a big possibility, but I would like to see one of them besides just Lance stay in NXT. Lance ain't even got to be on the card yet.
This bloodline storyline is going to be like, oh my goodness. This shit went from NWO Hollywood to NWO Elite.
Oh, it's the NWO 2000. Now that's where we at now. Remember when Jeff Jarrett and
exactly.
them was in it?
Oh God, shoot me now.
Holy shit. Oh, we got the bloodline, new bloodline is NWO 2000.
Dead ass though, like
On me.
What? Uh-oh. Do I see some dissension here? Braun Breaker actually knows English?
You are the target.
I do like Seth's briefcase though. That's just fine.
There's dissension amongst them. What happened?
I might be ahead of you guys. My bad.
Oh shit! He's singing a song.
I know this dude's not about to fight Jey Uso. You know what?
They trying to take everybody out.
When? How much times they got to fight him to take him out?
40 times.
Yo, the fucking rematches be killing me, yo.
40
There's like
times.
80 people on the roster.
It's just like Universe Mode on 2K.
Right. Yo,
not my
that
universe.
though.
Not our universe. We got it cracking.
Right, like if you don't edit that card, you're gonna get the like 8 rematches.
Let's see.
Shit, bogus.
Fletcher said Roman always return, and that's his slogan now. Roman returns at. Holy shit! Oh, that's a bar.
Y'all gotta remember though, it's just him, Oos.
Didn't they say that about somebody? Who was that? Oh, AW he returns next week. It was they keep doing that shit every other week. We was laughing. That shit was funny.
Who this dude Tall Tonga.
Oh, you said Tala Tonga? You know, well, I give him. I always give him grace.
There's always those rumors out there. Oh, he's gonna show. The rumors is out there since last year. This dude's just now showing up. He was on some Van Mahan type shit.
I guess they don't want another failed big man.
Hey, I'm not mad that he's there because we definitely need them larger than life characters and shit. I'm just so over this bloodline shit. Like damn.
But I mean,
WWE when something works, they milk the fuck out that shit, B.
They do.
The cow was over there in the corner looking like a crackhead. How much you milk that shit?
Did what's the name have better booking? When they went heel, the Heart Foundation.
Did the Heart Foundation have better booking? What you mean? Oh,
when they went heel.
Around that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it when they was going up against the Nation of Domination and shit. Oh, was it DS? Yeah, no, they went against Nation of Domination.
They was Bret Hart was putting people to work.
And unfortunately, he was hurt though. Remember, he was in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
He had that fucked up wheel.
Black Star said Mexican and Filipinos. Fletcher says it's difficult to be diplomatic, Leo. There's a saying in Portugal: if Jesus couldn't please everyone, why would we? Black Star says, you know me, Sandman, I very rarely say it. Lo said, in my opinion, aside from the history of it, I think the word has gotten to be more pop culture than it is derogatory. You don't hear any other racial slur used as much as that particular one.
What's good, Black Star?
Fletcher says, I think the problem is those famous streamers just spamming the N-word nowadays so people think it's okay. Ooh, that's a good fucking point. Roberto said, LOL, I'm good. I grew up in the 80s. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me was our motto.
No, I don't know. I think that motto is overrated. You do you. But there's certain things like, you like if people say crazy shit to your face, it's like it takes. Let me leave that alone. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, shit, man. I've had those
I ain't
moments.
want to go on a tangent and shit because you backed up in the comments and all that.
Oh no, go ahead, man. Drop it. Shit. I'm gonna make it, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it to the end of it, even if you know what I'm saying. I know shit, we damn near at the end of the show. It's like an hour left.
Yeah, okay. So basically, I was just gonna say, like, that comment or whatever, that when they say six of souls made break the rules, words never hurt me.
Mhm.
That model always, like, to me, always been overrated because it's like there's certain things you just can't let slide.
Yeah.
If somebody says something crazy to your face, certain things you just can't let slide. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I always thought that model was overrated. Just a little tangent, nothing too crazy.
No, you good.
Hey, but when you older and you ain't got a lot, and you ain't got a lot to, you don't. When you older, you tend to understand that shit does kind of hit, especially when you got kids and you got a family, and you got a lot to lose in a situation. Some things you got to walk away from.
True, definitely agree.
Now, when we in our 20s, different story.
On site.
On site.
Absolutely. Ballet said, I bet you 10,000 pennies people would want us to call them racial slurs. I love how Ballet be respelling shit. This should be hilarious, bro. Let's see. Fletcher said we diplomatic people. Black Star says, I think Low says LOL stupid young. Black Star said like Filipinos say it. Like I said, Filipinos say it. Fletcher says it's like that popular joke with the WWE fan base that Raheem Rhodes is free to say the N-word, but is he though? If he said it on TV, what would y'all feel?
He wouldn't say it. He know better. He
always know that. My bad, mother. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chill.
Go ahead, no, Chill.
He wouldn't say it. That's the thing.
Yeah, like I was gonna say, like that whole Raheem Rhodes shit. I just thought that shit was silly. Just cause he his wife is black. Just cause Brady is, you know what I mean. He's Raheem Rhodes. This is ridiculous. I never understood that joke.
There was other things he was doing. He was braiding hair and shit too.
I ain't never see that dude braid hair.
Yeah, he braided his daughter's hair. That's the shit that got me too. I was like, this nigga over here braiding the cornrow. What the fuck? But it's just, man, there's people out there that know when to say and when not to say it, and what not to say and what not to say. Like I've been saying, you ain't gonna hear Bill Burr will go in on everybody, but you'll never hear him say that word.
Dude,
and Bill Burr.
He said the N-word a few times. But he would talk like he would say like in like a storyline. So like he would talk about like his grandmother, how racist his grandmother was. He did that.
Now look at the context.
Yeah. It's not like him saying it himself. He's like basically
because I ain't never heard him say. I watched most of his stand up and I never heard him say it.
Yeah, it was a time he does a bit about his grandmother, his racist grandmother, and he says the N-word.
Roberto said, no chill speaking facts, not just LA, everywhere. Blackstar said, but Tati is from Texas. That word hits harder. Well, Tati from New York, but I don't want to make sure we correct on it. You know what I'm saying? Because she has
yeah, Tati from Brooklyn.
She's from Brooklyn. You know what I mean? We want to make sure we got her.
I think she's from Brooklyn. I think I remember her saying that from before.
And and she was you know what I mean, but she does live down south, so it does hit harder down there. You know what I'm saying? And she's, you know what I mean, if you watch her videos, she explains there's some experience she's had. I've had experiences where, you know what I'm saying, where that shit wasn't popular, where cops then pulled me over. I'm riding with the Colombian homie, and they left him in the car and took me out of the car and walked me all the way back, and then asked him, when we finally was able to get back in the car, they was asking me, did I know Duke? But then they asked him, like, are you safe? So,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got experiences that's fucked up, and I was just riding in the passenger seat.
I got experiences with LAPD putting their foot on my neck with a shotgun and calling me that shit, pointed at me, and I'm running from a party because people were shooting at a party, and I'm trying to get out the way of the people that are shooting. They just so happen to be undercover right around the corner. Like, come on, I've been it hit when the wrong person say it.
Ballet said, I don't agree with that at all. Cody Rhodes. Low said, no chill for real facts. Fletcher says, my dumb European ass used to think when I was a kid that the N word ending with an A had a different meaning than the N word that ends with ER due to movies, of course. It does. Don't be fooled, it does. But
Pac explained it.
Yeah, it does. You know what I mean?
And look what Roberto said.
He said, look at the lyrics to Big Pun's Off With His Head. You gonna cancel dude now because of feelings 30 years later?
Puerto Rican. And they almost like the black.
Yeah, Puerto Rican from the Bronx.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, Berto's
like shit. Punter's from my hood. Punter's from over there from Forest and shit. Joe's over there from Trinity. Mm-hmm. That's my hood.
Let's see.
Remember that video, Twins?
Oh yeah. That's
my block.
Deep cover dudes.
That's the school that they was in front of. That's Morris High School. That's my block.
Oh man, that's lit. Hey yo, man, like that's my joint. I ain't canceling Big Pun. I'm gonna say I'm still listening to that album. That's one of my favorite albums. Fletcher said there's a streamer named Kai Sanat, and he has an Asian friend, and they always joking around saying the N-word or making Chinese noises. I think that should stop. That's why I blame them.
Yeah.
And Kai Sanat's not even. Kai Sanat is not. Go ahead, Sammy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kai Sanat and Phantom. They from the Bronx too.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say? Let's
You'd
see.
be surprised it was from the Bronx.
A lot. Lo said, what'd you say? Austronesians originated in Taiwan and migrated to places like Madagascar, East Africa. The people from Taiwan back in the day ain't the same today. Holy shit.
Yo, I was smoking when that nigga did that shit.
Yo.
All you see was a chair launched from out of nowhere.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was funny.
Well,
that was funny.
They go to arms.
Yo, he
Ross
just,
and Reed went swimming.
That was awesome.
Oh,
he trying to take Jey Uso off the fucking air.
They out.
He trying to pack him for real.
Yep.
Look at the hurricane, bro.
Right. What's Sergeant Slaughter at? You should be security.
I ain't never seen a bowl cut with a widow's peak.
You a mess.
I'm serious though.
That's how you know. Leave that nigga alone.
It's over. Let's see. Black Star says Puerto Ricans and Brazilians both have black in them. Fletcher says, oh boy, and by the way, thanks Tati, I didn't know that the final boss of the bloodline actually has nothing related to them. Laugh my ass off. I actually thought they were family, actually. Tati said, give it up for black men allowing other races to continue to disrespect us while they try to be like us. This is disappointing.
What?
Tati throwing shots? How am I allowing Jacob Fletcher to do anything? What was do a whole rant?
I mean, like I say, like I not allowing it. I'm taking it away. I'm trying to take it out of my vocabulary. You got to learn to take it out and fucking not use it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
the dude
trying to be better.
I just said that. I'm not surprised he said it. Like.
Ain't no
I don't know, like what we supposed to say?
Like I said before, he a West Coast cat, bro. Like he a blood. We know he a blood. He from Sacramento, so you already know what he been around, and he been in the California State Prison. Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, I'm
like and that's a fact. It's like if you know anything about like how that shit go down out there and how that shit goes down, you're separated by race. You're separated by that shit in there. Them Samoans do not be in there with no other. Like, come on. And Lo can confirm that because Lo Paca been in the LA County jail. Sorry to put it out there, brother, but I mean he can confirm that.
Thea says, people are going to say and do what they want. I grew up in the South, also spent time in New York and New Jersey. At the end of the day, I don't think anyone should say it.
Like I even said myself, like, I'll be saying my dude for the most part. I rarely say nigga. Very rarely.
Fletcher says, Brazilians, those are our Portuguese brothers. Tati says, no, chill, educate yourself about the difference between race and culture. Roberto says, I don't care about passes because I would have to chase down everyone not white and dressing golf. Dressing golf, laugh my ass off.
I know the difference between race and culture. I'm there, man. I ain't about to go there.
Ballet says, I am from the Black American lineage here in the U.S. where that word was used constantly against us, along with the brutality for over 400 years.
But Ballet, you from New Jersey? They on the same type of time out there, also. Like, you mean to say you don't be around? I don't know, like who you be around personally, but. You mean to say that you don't be around like Puerto Ricans or Dominicans like that say that word on the regular to this day? Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, that's how they all talk out there. Like that's what we grew up around.
I think their point is us saying that us allowing them to do it or us holding them accountable for saying it. You know what I'm saying? Even though they grew up around it at this point, at this age, is it right for them to say it? So
now, I understand that.
Yeah.
Like I said from before, like a person would, like a white person would get checked suited or before like a Puerto Rican or Dominican.
I've checked white people for saying it.
Me too.
I could bring my brother in here right now. He could confirm it. So don't like people saying, "Oh, well, we're allowing." No, it's like I said. It's a man. I don't even know why I'm even explaining it, man. It shouldn't even be like it's plain and simple. Like I said, if you're not from the West, and you don't understand West Coast culture, and you don't understand how we get down out there, and you don't understand how gangbanging culture is, like
we supposed to say, "Fuck you, Jacob, until you're mad racist." Die!
Because you getting on him, but you obviously ain't never heard of the Booyah tribe. Am I right, Leo?
Right, the Booyah
tribe. Absolutely.
Okay. So it's like I said, it's like it's a cultural thing for the West Coast. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's in Milwaukee won't understand that. And I'm not putting nobody out there from different states or anything like that. But I'm just saying you won't understand it. Just like me and my homie that live in Texas, we have a battle about. He tells me that Mac Dre is a whack rapper. I beg to differ. I think he's one of the greatest California rappers to ever grace a mic. But he don't get it because he from Texas. So he don't understand how what Mac Dre talking about and some of the stuff that he's letting, you know what I'm saying? So it's like we know where Jacob from.
Like I said, this is one of the toughest like conversations that I, you know what I'm saying, to tackle in this shit right now. There's been a lot of shit to tackle in between certain things, you know what I mean? Like, and I understand where everybody is coming from.
It just had to get addressed. So, you know, it's still mad love, Tati. You already know that, but just to throw that out there, like, oh, look at these three black men doing this, that's disrespectful. Don't do that. There's no need for all that.
Yeah.
That had to get addressed.
Let's see. Fletcher says, let's just chill and enjoy this amazing product that Levesque has prepared for his family.
Exactly.
Fletcher's stupid.
I know Fletcher be on bullshit too. He's talking about this amazing. Roberto said, damn crazy, mad purple on the screen. I should have known. Tati showed up. Thea says, I agree, Fletcher. Black Star says, Tati, I understand the pain you feel. I won't try and correct you. Fletcher says, we watch Raw, people. Tati says, Samoans have no African DNA. Stop saying that shit to make effing excuses for your homies, bro. Roberto says, is this 2 weeks in a row you got on a back and forth? What's next week about? Tati said he wildin'.
Niggas be wildin'.
Fletcher says, Berto, it's the Monday Night
A
Wars.
Polynesian just said that on air on the chat. Somebody from Hawaii of Polynesian descent just said that, just confirmed that the DNA does come from. Okay, whatever. All right.
Roberto says, who doesn't want to see Jacob wrestle again? We gonna cancel Big Pun for off with his head? No. Tati says, I understand everyone has their own opinions, but don't excuse shit. But West Coast, East Coast, my ass. Black Star says, now if Tati is a white girl, I will correct you all day, but no, you share our skin, I'll back off. Fletcher says, let's only cancel Blood Money Phil, everyone, please. Oh man, Roberto says, Fletch, I'll help us all unite. To be honest, LOL, everything out, no hide, no feelings. Low says, that's what I'm saying. Blackball? Nah, I got family from Park Village and Long Beach that's half black and Polynesian. Gerard says, I accept Jacob more than I accept Braun's spray tan. Braun having a precise bald face while Solo can't find one is so disrespectful. Holy shit.
Wasn't Ballet asking for Io Sky? There she go in the damn video package. She's still on PTO.
Fletcher said, let's talk about MJF spray tan also. Holy shit. Low said, Gerard, for real, laugh my ass off. RB said, Lafayette, Indiana in the building. What's up, y'all? Fletcher said, oh, I don't know when it starts. Leo G1, I just said that's the first match was Takeshi and Gabe Kidd, but I'll check. Okay. Ballet says, please no spray tan, Fletcher. Fletcher says G1 starts 19th of July with the first match being Takeshita versus Gabe Kidd. Black Star says, oh, the G1 is tonight. I don't know. I guess not. Thea says, we need new people on the creative team. These matches are the same. Davion said, damn, Breaker cut Sammy in half with them spears. Fletcher says, I'll give this to Shawn Michaels. Mariah May is and always will be a heel. Tati says, hate everyone in chat. Sorry I came in hot. No need to apologize. Listen,
you good, Tati, please.
This is a hot topic. Everybody has their opinions about it, and everybody is definitely, you know what I mean? Like, yo, we
really like
everybody trying to figure this shit out.
Everybody got their opinion about it. So I mean, people have. It's like everybody got their opinion on everything else in the world. Shit.
Yeah.
Like that's it, man.
Definitely not that serious.
Here comes El Grande Americano, the German version. Tyler says, hi guys. Ballet says, Solo, please get a proper fade. Sincerely, Gerard and Ballet. Holy shit.
Look, he can't even help but to walk like his Ludwig Kaiser. Like, you're not even supposed to walk like that. He can't even help it.
He's not getting no pop.
None.
Because they already know who it is. The gig is up before it even started.
He said the gig is up. Before the
He didn't even do it all the way. Look. They said this is a farce. They should switch it next week and have R-Truth come out in the
yeah, I was just thinking about some silly shit like that. Like if it was Goofy R-Truth, he definitely would have did that.
Absolutely. Fletcher said, it's okay, Mommy Taper. Hope you're doing well outside of this drama. Roberto says, Tati. Everybody is giving Tati her welcome. Fletcher says, Tati. He says, Tyler, sup, brother? Roberto says, cracking. I've been on fire late night lately. Ballet said, hey, Tyler. Fletcher says, anybody here been following Eliana Black's journey? I think she's doing the CEO belt collector gimmick to call her attention now. Tati said, in Black Star, I am not from Texas. I am from New York.
That's right.
RB said, what's happening, Tati? What's happening, Ballet? Fletcher says RB brother. Says what's happening, Sandman. Ballet
You.
says RB. Roberto said, nah, it's back. Those matches are incoming, Sandman. They working what to name it in 2025, the undergarments match. Holy shit.
Give us some time.
He said, oh, my bad. You live there, so I assume you from there. RB said, correction. They didn't have Awesome Kong. They had Karma.
Hey, Leo.
Huh.
Chat.
Yeah, something on the chat backstage.
I see it. Fletcher says, why do I feel like the tag division, since Levesque took creative control, isn't it at all? The title changes always on weekly shows because motherfuckers can't book a tag team matches on PLEs. Woo! Sorry about that if it was too loud, but you're absolutely right. I am mad about the tag team titles not being on the PLEs.
Nope,
lately.
that shit bullshit too.
RB says, what's happening, Fletch? He said, just a question. Isn't Vince and Trump little buddies? Can't Trump clean McMahon name and motherfucker goes and gets WWE back from TKO? That has been the question of the year. Honestly, I've been saying that he can, but I don't know if that would be favorable. And Linda is already in his cabinet, so he might have ran out of favors. Black Star says he could, but Trump is in mega trouble. RB says, what's happening, brother Jay Hendry? Roberto says, I agree with Leo. Make or break for Jane. Fletcher says, what's the trouble about Black Star my ass here in Europe? Just saw the motherfuckers is against basically every country now and will tax them financially. Black Star says, for those who don't know, Trump is in the Epstein files based off of all that sudden drop in charges. Well, you know, I try to... I mean, we seen video.
Oh my God, why are we talking about politics on wrestling?
Ballet says, I'm surprised that the Street Profits are still the tag team champions, Fletcher. Fletcher says the Three-Eyed Raven thinks Finn Balor will help AJ Styles dethrone Dominic and stabilizing a new version of the Bullet Club in WWE, AJ Styles, Balor, and JD. I wouldn't be mad at that, honestly. Fletcher says Ballet Street Profits just keeping it warm for Wyatt 6. Black Star says, so it might be Roman. Fletcher says, oh shit, AEW channel streaming live right now. Bryan Danielson versus Swerve at All In 2024. TK goes against Monday Night Raw final.
That match was so great.
It was. RB said, brother Sandman, I don't know if you're aware, my new name for Triple H is Mr. I See Color.
I see ya.
Gerard said, how did she get better at promos than Charlotte? Probably her SAG card. RB said, CM Punk new name is CM Blood Money. Fletcher said, Saudi Punk. Black Star said, they are saving Roman.
I ain't gonna lie, that name low-key slapped though. CM Blood Money. That sound like a new rapper. A rapper that'll come out nowadays.
Out of Chicago.
CM Blood Money.
That's crazy.
Gerard said, which is what every WWE superstar should have if they are doing this right. RB said, Gerard, what's happening, brother? He said, what's good, RB? Ballet said, Leo, you know I miss Rampage. Man, I miss Rampage so much, man. That was the Takeshita and Beast Morto show every week. Leah said, we with Cash said, I want Roman. She said, Ballet said the sad card. Fletcher says, Leo, we got WWE got the righteous. I wasn't right about TNA. Latest YS6 stuff was referring something that Dutch would posted on X. Righteous about to come to WWE, y'all. I don't even know how to feel about that, honestly. I wish they would have went to TNA. I love the righteous, but I don't know if they gonna work more than the NXT roster. And I don't want the WWE universe to treat Vincent like and start calling him a Timu Bray Wyatt. That's the last thing I want for them.
Wasn't it supposed to have Ben go to TNA?
I think so. Because Elijah's over there.
Yeah.
Ballet said, that's right, Thea. RB says, what's happening, Thea Bill? Fletcher says, Thea, I feel you. Roman was my dude before Triple H ruined him with Cody. RB says, what's happening, my brother Jay Millie? Thea is saluting. Jay Henry says, Bailey is thicker than a Snicker. Fletcher says, "Oh, Miss Bailey." Ballet said, "King Troy is at it again." Holy shit, with that tracksuit. Telling you, Seth, it was between Becky and Seth wearing that shit. Roberto said, "Had to go screen to see what story y'all was working. Nah, I'm good on Becky sounding like big pun between bars. Laughed my ass off, made myself pop. You stupid." Lo said, "I heard Sandman be rapping. Let's work, Oos. Ask Leo. These hands is nice on production."
What? Come on, B. Juggernaut available everywhere, B. Don't even play with it.
Nah, he's saying he got beats. I told him you spit and he got beats.
No, I'm telling him, like, yeah, I got work out there, B. Juggernaut available everywhere right now as you speak. YouTube also. Yeah, B. Link up, B. If you got his information, give me his information behind the scenes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what's going on with the music though? Real chill, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Real chill. What's going on with that music?
I've been working on some stuff with the homies from the Wasteland, because I'm part of Wasteland. So
okay, I like that name. I like that name.
We're gonna be dropping some music in August, hopefully. Well, it should be, because we've been working on this stuff for like the last 2 years. So
all right, cool.
We're gonna be running that every week, all the way up until April. That's the plan.
Heard that. Yeah, B. Can't wait to hear something.
April.
Yeah. That's how much music we've been recording over the last couple of years with the squad. Like 2 years worth of recordings. And it ain't just me, it's the squad. It's just, I'm on some of the tracks, but it's me and Wasteland crew. So
let's see. Well, Jay
other than that, I haven't been able to work on no new music like that, because I've been doing these 2 jobs and everything else. So
the Real Hill Miss Chill is in the building. Jay Hendry said, "Better Charlie, Bobby, and James, the best Browns of them all." Robert, he said, "Better Charlie." Black Star says, "Chavo is backstage producer. It's official."
Yeah.
RB said, as always, thanks, brother Jay Hendry. You the best." Ballet says, "Sandman, the juggernaut."
Early.
Black Star said, "As well as Gail Kim could be a producer for NXT." Fletcher says, "Sandman." He laughing. Jay Henry said, "And Bloodline out. Tired of their asses." Ballet said, "I just hope they do something worthwhile with KingLeo." I think we all do. Hopefully it's something different. I hope that I really miss Giants. You know what I'm saying? And we have a couple in WWE, so I hope they do something right. You know what I mean? Undertaker and Kane was our last 2 like that we had like that, besides Omos, that really didn't get to do shit. I know Sandman finna fry Omos up and say, "Here you go, bro."
Man, look, this is your show. I ain't gonna go there.
No, go ahead, bro. Listen, man, you don't have to change up just because we don't.
Of course, I ain't changing up. Hell no.
Yeah, I know you was gonna fry him up. I was waiting for
he's a fucking bum. You call him Omos? Oh, I call him, was it Omus?
Oh shit.
Oh no, almost won a match.
Hey, did you see him in Japan?
Nah, when he was at, what was that shit again? Noah?
Yeah.
Noah? So he's better there?
Dude, he was killing it in Noah, bro. I wasn't even rocking. Ask Leo. Leo, was I rocking with Omos before I seen the Noah footage?
No.
I seen that Noah footage and I was like, hey, this is how he needs to come back and this is how he needs to be.
And at first,
he had a cool gimmick he could have went with, because I was listening to him on Chris Van Vliet. But KingLeo is here now, so I don't think he could run with it. He could have ran with the last giant. He the last giant of WWE, because we ain't got no more giants like that.
And that's why I was here for it when it came to Omos. At first, I'm like, you know what? I do want this dude to win, because it's like he got that aesthetic. You know, you see this dude, you like, oh hell yeah, this dude could definitely be a star. And it's
but at the same time, he wasn't part of them cuts, and he just signed a multi-year contract. So you know something's about to come from him in a minute.
I don't know.
Okay.
KingLeo gotta have somebody to beat.
Oh, there you go. They could be having them there. For
I
that,
keep telling you, Omos need to be part of Seth Rollins' crew, but nobody keep listening to me.
See, now with that, I probably wouldn't have minded that. That would have made more sense because this dude,
Sandman, there's still a fourth.
actually
We still
beat
there's still a fourth man. We still haven't got the fourth man.
we still haven't got a name. These motherfuckers don't know what the hell they're doing.
I think they're gonna be called the Empire. Seth Rollins Empire. That'd be cold.
I was thinking from afar because he kept saying Endgame, and it was a couple promos ago. I think it was like last week.
Nah,
That's what I'm thinking. He
Endgame.
was
Nah,
like
that's
testing
too
the
on the
waters.
nose with Avengers, man.
Yeah, but it's like
Empire
Empire
sound cool because we ain't never had no crew in wrestling called the Empire.
I'm pretty sure we have. I can't think
Not
of
in
it now.
WWE, but it's the United. This just United Empire.
Empire,
bro.
just United Empire.
closest.
Not the Empire.
But don't that sound like bland? Like the Empire
It do sound bland.
I mean, shit. Bloodline was easy out the what's the name? You know what I'm saying? Easy out the gate. So
Yeah, and remember their name was a bloodline from before when it was just
when Roman Reigns was the big dog.
Right.
Bloodline.
They was a bloodline. So they just repackaged them like fuck it, let's just go along with it.
Roberto said Bloodline 2000. Somehow Jeff Jarrett joins. Holy shit!
Oh, hell no, that's crazy. Ooh.
Hell no.
Please don't get this dude Triple H any ideas.
I like that. I like it. Somebody book it. Flicker says, yeah, Death Riders and Bloodline kinda are the new version of NWO. I would say Bullet Club, but they never made it big in WWE.
I beg to differ.
Black Star says,
Like,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
What did I say again? Go back.
He said, yeah, Death Riders and Bloodline kinda are the new version of the NWO. I would say Bullet Club, but they never made it big in WWE.
Nope. They're not like NWO or not like Bullet Club, in my opinion, because when you look at the bloodline is nothing but family members. NWO was everybody. They was bringing everybody in on the NWO. They was bringing in everybody, almost everybody in on Bullet Club. Bullet Club has so many different members in it, it ain't even funny. And the same thing go for Death Riders. It's been the same exact members in the Death Riders since it was with Blackpool Combat Club minus Daniel Bryan. Am I correct?
Yeah, and like when it comes to
add Marina Shafir.
When it comes to that, I would say this: like they should have just kept the damn name. Just took the Liverpool. What was the name? The Blackpool.
Blackpool.
Just take the Blackpool out.
The Blackpool Combat Club.
Not just call them the Combat Club. That's it. That's what.
Yeah, that would have been hard too. The Combat Club would have been hard too. The Combat
Club.
Yep, that would have been hard too. But like I said, they've been the same iteration since Blackpool Combat Club, and they haven't added any new members. I wouldn't say it's like NWO or like Bullet Club, because they, like I said, they were adding members to that. Like it was always new members that being added to Bullet Club. There's always new members being added to NWO. We got the same exact members, the core members, and they've always been the same. The influence might be there. Might.
Cero miedo.
He said, I hate those hand signals. Like you said.
Like,
don't be throwing up shit, Paul.
He's throwing up stuff.
He said, let's see. It looks like it. They are ballet. Looks like the difference maker. Fletcher says, I wonder if Omos will be a body for the taller Tonga. There it is. There it is right there.
Uh-huh.
Jay Millie said, I'm back. Ballet said he better not. Omos Sapien stand up.
Oh, God.
Hey, man, we here. Ballet said, what's cracking his back? Black Star says, I still need that match on 2K. Ballet husbands versus Tati's husband. Fletcher says, it was Osprey. I think Leo Osprey returns next week, but motherfucker was here last week. Thank you.
Hey, I'm dipping at 7, bro.
All right. Jay Hendry says, welcome back, Jay Millie. Jay Millie said, thanks. Fletcher says, Jay Hurt Millie is here. Roberto says, bro, Tyler needs work. Ballet is laughing at Black Star. He says, "What do you mean? He's the taller Tonga." Oh my god.
Yeah, like the name was like, y'all motherfuckers really are not that creative at all. Tall, Tonga.
I mean, they just use his middle name.
Because he's tall.
No, that's his middle name.
I thought it was
it's Tula. It's
Talaloa.
Tola Tonga. Tola. Tula. Tola.
Just replace the U with an A.
Mm-hmm. They just was like, all right, man, they doing that shit that they started.
No, they didn't replace it. They kept it. I thought they kept the U. I thought it spelled Tula.
No, ain't it Talla?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they basically Def Rebeled his name.
This nigga said Def Rebeled his name. Wow, that's wild.
They Def Rebeled his shit now.
Replace the other A2, just called him Tall Tonga. That's it. Might as fucking well.
Ballet said he's 9 feet tall, Roberto. Jay Henry said, "Am I?"
You know what's crazy? He don't look the height that they say he is in the ring because of his body. Like when I be watching him in the ring, I'm like, damn, this nigga, he don't look like he's 7 feet tall, bro. Sometimes, but I think because his body is it's like, you know how Big Show's body wasn't, it was kind of proportioned, but it wasn't proportioned.
Right.
And then Omos's body is proportioned right too for a giant. He said it on Chris Van Vliet. He was like, it's crazy because he had gigantism and they found it in him at 13 years old. And he ended up getting the proportion right. So it's like, it's weird. It's kind of weird because he doesn't, when you look at him in the ring, he doesn't look it, but he is 7 feet tall though.
But here's the thing also, when it comes to like your height and your weight, they always cook the books. They don't really like thoroughly care about what you got going on when it comes to that.
Facts.
That's true. And after we seen Omos, everybody looks small. Keeping it a big.
Like for instance, you would think this dude Santino Marella was a little dude. Pause. Like I just seen this motherfucker last weekend. That dude is brolic. I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn.
Santino's a brolic dude. Pause.
He got back in the ring. I missed it.
Nah, I seen him. He came out here.
Okay.
When I bumped in this thing, like it was.
Oh yeah, that's right. When you was at the
at the KC Expo. You know what I'm saying? The Steiner brothers was there. Yo, this dude Scott Steiner looked crazy. How this dude was wearing a fucking a jean vest over a leather jacket. I'm like, my man, it's like 95 degrees out here. What the fuck?
That's where Triple H got it from.
Like you about to catch a stroke.
Look at Stephanie.
All right, y'all. I'm out, y'all. I gotta get this rest in.
All right, do your stuff, man. Thank you for coming through tonight.
All right, yeah, you already know. You already know. Holla at your boy.
Absolutely.
You're ready.
All right.
Jay Hendry said, "Am I surprised WWE hasn't been booking the mamas of the bloodline yet?" I mean, we all waiting for some new booking, man. Black Star says Fletch, that's his middle name. He said, acknowledge the tribal queen, Jax. Yes. Fletcher says, isn't there a female tag team of Tongan sisters? Yes, the Tonga twins.
Yeah,
they were trained by Rikishi too, but I don't know what's going on with them. Yeah, they were. They come from Knox Pro, I believe, but I don't know.
I think it was in Glow, but didn't they get fired from Glow? That's the last thing I heard.
It's like they got fired.
Not Glow. Wow, excuse me. Not Wow.
Yeah, they said that they were on food stamps while they were working there.
Holy cow, that's crazy.
Considering that Genie got bread. Oh, he come to Gunta.
Oh, this dude here.
Is he fighting or are we getting a promo at the end of the show? And just so we clear, that finisher by El Grande Americano was fire by Ludwig.
Nah.
You didn't like it?
No, the flying headbutt? No, because it's a risky move. I'll say that. I think, to tell you the truth, I think that move was more riskier than the headbutt off the top ropes. Like, I think he could really fuck his neck up if he doesn't do it properly. That could put some strain on his neck. I don't know about that move.
I can understand it from that point.
Because it's like, well, you going head first into somebody, pause, there's not really much give. Like you coming off the top rope.
Yeah. RB said, "What's happening, brother Jay Millie?" Jay Millie says, "Fletcher, I think the tag team from WoW who signed to WWE." Well, they keep teasing it. They keep teasing it themselves, but I don't know. Roberto said, "Oh, I know ballet, but he needs work." Jay Millie says, "RB salute." Blackstar says, I rarely say the N word, but I only say it when I say niggas be
Niggas be wildin'. That's right. Niggas be wildin'.
Ballet said they were in WOW, Fletcher. Fletcher says, Jay Millie, so if you want to get a WWE contract nowadays, you just got to be related to a Samoan or be an AEW reject. Holy shit. He said, just kidding. Ballet said he moved a little slow, Roberto. Jay Millie said, Fletcher, pretty much. RV said, what's happening, brother? No chill. Where you going now? I'll let him know that you did say hello. Roberto said, words aren't a reason for anything. Laugh myself because award words, I'm winning, so words don't bother me. But yeah, in your 20s, you flawed. Laugh my ass off. Blackstar says, Cody cured racism. You know that? Holy shit.
Stupid.
Fletcher says, even Cody talked about the Raheem Rhodes on his podcast with Brandy 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He did.
Even they thought it was silly. It was like, they didn't really think much of it.
Yeah. Roberto said, yo, wait, they were yeeting for 10 minutes? Yes, unfortunately. Uh-oh, what's going on now?
That's a nice looking Mustang.
Word.
Mustang? Look like a Mustang.
SS, I think it's what's that, a Charger?
Yeah, Corvette.
The Challenger, right?
Look, he's already out of breath. How the fuck you out of breath from driving? Oh my goodness, yo. This dude out of breath by driving. It's not like you in the Flintstones car, sir.
You wildin'. Fletcher says 4 letters, 1 word, stop. Roberto said, y'all think Reed's got skin flap? Holy shit. Ballet said yeet for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
So looking like Adam Sandler from Click, that movie Click.
Mm-hmm. Jay Millie said, Leo, it was from Great American Bash 89. Thank you, Jay Millie. He said, I debunked the ER to the A difference. Ooh. I need to hear that again. When you're live for that, make sure you tap us in. Blackstar says, I was on a walking my dog and the cops handcuffed me for robbing a house. It wasn't until a neighbor, a white guy in LA, said he didn't do anything. He's my friend. It turned out it was the guy across the street. That's crazy. Fletcher says, that's wild, Blackstar. Jay Hendry says, it's funny how WWE rarely brings up Jacob's jail time, but faithfully brings up any black talent that has. Booker T, for example. Roberto said, yo, that chair, it was the best thing in 1.5 hours. Thea is mad at what's the name's arms, Bronson Reed.
Looked like Goldberg really hit him right there.
Bro, that was the slowest.
It really was, though. But it looked like he really cracked him, though.
He called him a chicken shit, too. He gonna get his ass chopped. He said it was thunderous.
Look at him. Yo, somebody get this motherfucker a bottle of water, please. He about to pass out.
Man.
He was out of breath when he came pulling up. Like, how the fuck how you out of breath from driving? That's unheard of.
Man. Because he had to run to the car. Hey, yo, that's fire right there. That cream suit and Corey suit right there, that shit clean.
Shit. He better not bump into no walls. Nothing.
You stupid. Said he gonna get dirty. Fletcher said he out. Jay Millie's laughing at Roberto. No, Lowe says that chair was diabolical.
Oh hell yeah!
Blackstar said I was so upset, but thank God I talked to that guy every day and he considered me a friend.
That's my friend.
Jay Hendry said Gregory Helms' fade is terrible. It is horrible, bro. Ballet said Kaisana should take a slow boat to Antarctica. I will pay for his ticket. I will pay for his ticket.
Damn.
He been wilding lately, bro. Like,
what do you do lately?
Just his streams. They was doing fireworks, setting them off in a house and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they say he stay doing that goofy shit.
Yeah, and his kids watching. You know what I'm saying? And to a point that was made in one of the conversations that I had that was responsible about when it come to Jacob Fatu, you know what I'm saying, in that situation is like he got kids that are fans of him too.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of irresponsible for him to, you know what I'm saying? But it's also up, as Eminem would say, it's up to the parents to make sure, you know what I mean, what their kids listening to. This is all like this whole shit is a clusterfuck, man. Like,
yeah, but that he been known, or Amp Unit been known for doing crazy shit. And all they're gonna do is keep upping the ante to keep people watching.
Yeah. Roberto said, Black Star, you look at me, you would think I'm straight white, LOL. I look like I make my own butter, Hugh White. Oh my God. Fletcher is laughing. He said, Jason Jordan still employed? Hey man, he's a producer. He ain't going nowhere.
He said, I heard he's actually clear too. That's the thing. I heard he's actually clear. He just doesn't want to wrestle.
Well,
him and Corey Graves, they're both clear.
Well, production money probably is, you know what I mean, and writing money probably is better money.
Yeah, I'm not mad at them. They making decent money, and they don't have to put their body on the line. Hey, fuck it.
Fletcher said, of course he's still employed. That's Kurt Angle's son right there. Oh, my God. Bro said, Ballet, you tired of them too? Speed Riders? Oh, shit. Roberto said, let's go, Thea. Ballet said, yes, Robert. Black Star says, LOL, you hear me out. He said, LOL, you hear me on the phone. You will swear I'm white until you get mad. Then then the black comes out real quick. Roberto said, yo, Black Star, same. I was around Peace for 7 years. No idea. The moment an old friend called, I was a complete stranger again after 7 years. Laugh my fucking ass off. Low says, laugh my ass off. It's true. They don't lock us up with the Latins, Asians, or white folks. We get locked up with black folks, and they don't give a fuck about using the N-word on the inside. He said, especially if we have to ride with each other on the inside. Ballet says, I've heard them say it, but I don't agree with this, Sandman. Ballet said, I didn't say that I'm blaming you at all. He said, I didn't say that I'm blaming you all.
Come on, y'all know damn well I'm passionate when I talk. Like, I'm not taking nothing offensive.
Tati said, wild. Laugh my ass off. Roberto says, y'all got Leo neck cracking. Let cranking, give the man a break, LOL. But he said, Leo, we with you, brother. Jay Billy said, Tati. Black Star says, everyone knows you'll swear that I'm white.
I never told you was white.
Roberto says, help Leo. Hashtag help Leo. Tati says, I wasn't referring to Sandman and Leo when I said that. Oh, shit.
Yo, Tati.
Tati is man, listen, bro. You already know. Hey, man.
Oh, my God.
Black Star says, even my family thinks that if they don't know me, they will think I'm white. Ballet says, EO needs to be in a match. Fletcher says CM Punk.
Yes, this weekend.
CM Punk. Jay Millie says I live in Sacramento and they have white folks saying that word. I have to had to check a lot of people. Fletcher says we are bored, Hunter Nokio. Low says Tati, all due respect, please do some more research. We do. Fletcher says El Grande Alemano. Holy shit. Thea said, Kumbaya, my lord, Kumbaya, hugs it out.
Yeah, it's all gravy train, please.
Absolutely. Roberto says, El Grande Americano can be the new doink for years to come. That's funny. Lo said, there's absolutely no way you can tell me where my family origins are from. LOL, I don't know where you're getting your info from, but it's missing a lot. Davion says they really told Ludwig the only way you getting on TV if you put this mask on. Tati said, nah, I've done my research. As a black woman, I will always call out things like this. I make no excuses for anyone. That I can say that. If we know Tati, she gonna speak her mind. That's on for sure.
Right.
Lo said, do more research. He said, you haven't done enough as a Polynesian. I'm gonna speak on it. Tati says, Lo, I don't know your family. I'm speaking scientifically about DNA, and no one should be saying it, period. Ballet says, Sundown Town still exists from coast to coast today. No N-words after dark. You absolutely right. There is a video as of recent in Vegas. Not in Vegas, but not in Vegas, but in what is that, Nevada? It's a small town, and people was asking, like, you know where you at? You know what I'm saying? And I was shocked to see the way they was treating dude while he was crying. That video was absolutely crazy. Yeah, dude was crying about the way he was being treated, like, and the whole town was telling him, like, bro, you know where you at? Like,
it was during the daytime, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was crying. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know about that one. I would have what?
Oh, absolutely.
I would have. Well, I don't know, like, because I'm a little bit of a live wire sometimes. I could be patient, but when it comes to certain shit, like we were saying earlier, like when it comes to certain shit, there's, you know. But I'm but when it comes to that, him crying and all the extra shit, like, no.
Man. Fletcher said, in my opinion about Swerve and Danielson match, TK did Swerve wrong. He made Danielson take the title just for his favorite wrestler to get his W nostalgia win like he had in WrestleMania. Ballet said, Leo, thank you for hosting the live stream. Absolutely. Tati said, sure. She has sad. Lo said, I agree. No P&E should be saying it at all, but the DNA is East African. Millie said, what the fuck is this shit on Raw?
Bullshit. But I'm here for this match, though.
Absolutely. It's Penta and Seth Rollins. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, I'm here for this. First time ever, too, so I'm glad I'm enjoying it with you guys, my dude, King Leo. So, yeah, I'm here for this.
Highly appreciated. Everybody is here. I appreciate everybody's commentary tonight. Let's get this shit out of our system so we can have a great week of wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody say what they got to say. Get it out so that way we go into tomorrow with a clean slate.
But of course, man,
I knew this shit was coming today. I was, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna continue this shit tomorrow on the show.
No shit.
Because that shit like that just don't bother me. Like, please, it's like, you know, everybody got their own opinion. You know.
Yeah.
You know, different upbringings. Like me and my lady had spoke about this shit numerous times. Mm-hmm. And I was telling her, like, because she asked me about this. She's like, yo, why y'all be letting Puerto Ricans and Dominicans say the N-word in the Bronx or whatever? I'm like, because we just, you know what I'm saying? We all grew up together. Like, we didn't really think nothing of it. But when it comes to, like, the older ones and shit like that, like, it comes from a different place.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, yeah, because they don't be on that type of time at all out here in the Midwest. Like, they don't play that shit in the Midwest at all. And I'm like, I understand that, but that's how it is. That's how it is in the Bronx, or in the East Coast for the most part.
I mean, yeah, it's like that too here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like in certain parts, you know what I mean? Like, if it's a person that it, like I say, man, this shit. Like I say, at the end of it, what it all came down to, and what it all comes down to is take it like, yo, man, let's grow and take it out the vocab. We old enough to know better now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. Like, I was saying that, like, me personally, like, I rarely say it.
Yeah,
I be saying my dude. That's what I say.
I mean,
like, what's goody, my dude? Says he was goody, nigga. I don't.
Yeah,
that shouldn't even sound right. Me saying that just now, like, I'm saying, yo, what's goody? Oh, what it do though, my dude? Shit like that.
Yeah, it don't. I've never heard you.
Right.
I can honestly say, I can't. Now that you said it, I can. Now
it's kind of weird, right? Like, nah,
yeah.
Like, please.
And I say it. I said it a lot. I used to say it a lot, and I'm
like
trying to change that.
Like, if anything, I'll say that my music is shit here and there. I'll say that.
Yeah. And even then, like, we too articulate as rappers to be able to not be able to have other words in our vocabulary. So,
totally agree.
Fletcher says maybe WWE puts the Righteous with Karrion Kross. I wouldn't mind. That would be nice. Karrion was making a reference to it since we are talking about it. Ballet said Fletcher, Tony D. Khan took the belt off Swerve. Jay Hendry said the Righteous signed with WWE. I haven't seen anything yet, so I don't know.
Me neither.
Fletcher said Swerve was our champion. Ballet. Low said look up Austronesians. I hope I'm Austronesians. Fletcher said, dig what I'm saying? Absolutely. Ballet said, I was so mad at Tony Khan, Fletcher. I'm mad he let the Righteous go. All right, this match is on.
Let's get it.
Y'all give me a second real quick.
Heard that. Hey, yo, what's going on in the chat? What's goody? What it do, though? Y'all already know, B. Pull up tomorrow to the Council Roundtable. We're going to continue this discussion. We're going to talk about other things like what happened tonight on Raw. You know what I'm saying? We're also going to talk about, you know what I'm saying, what's going to happen on Friday Night SmackDown. Since it's going to be the Council Roundtable's first 2-hour SmackDown, the first one in a long time, if any time. You know what I mean? Can't wait for that. You know, I'll be watching SmackDown while I be live. And yeah, B. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the Monday Night Munchies. I'm gonna post some grub on the channel. The bum out of the week is gonna be coming this week. Gonna be gaming sometime this week, hopefully, Lord willing. Like we said earlier, me and this dude KingLeo, we bringing back Friday Night Fades this Friday. Gonna play some Street Fighter and all that. Okay, Seth Rollins got the advantage. Oh, Hurricane on Seth Rollins outside the ring.
All right, I am back. It is hot over here, man. I am sweating in this crib. It is like 98, 95, 96 degrees right now.
Yeah, B, I got my central air on and the motherfucking area fan.
Bro, I'm praying for the AC to come on right now. I'm finna go turn it on in a minute.
I said area. I meant tower fan. Excuse me. I said area fan.
This is a dream match to me, man.
This is the first time I ever fought.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, see this? I don't want to see these motherfuckers start fighting on the regular now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. They could have probably saved this for a PLE, but I'm not gonna complain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A night full of rematches. We deserve this shit here.
All right, Seth. Oh. He's like, do the same moves. Oh.
Hey.
Hey. It's about time he ain't did that in a while over the ropes. He been jumping through the ropes lately. He gave Seth Rollins, I'm gonna jump over the ropes for you, bro.
Feeling it tonight. Pause.
Fletcher says I sent that article to Leo's. All right, I'll check it out. Roberto says Chavo fire. I didn't know.
Yeah, Chavo's back and Vicky's back too. She should be coming back.
To what?
To WWE. I don't know if it's an on-air role or a backstage role.
Oh my god.
I thought Chavo was gonna be an on-air role, but Black Sauce said it's gonna be a backstage role. So I guess we'll see.
I thought Chavo didn't fuck with Vicky.
Well, I don't think they're coming back together. I think they're coming back separately.
Roster split.
Probably. Shit. If you think of it, well, damn. They both, I was about to say, she's a SmackDown OG, but so is Chavo. They both SmackDown OG, so I don't know.
Fletcher says, I don't know what to feel about the winner of this All In. One side, I love Hangman and his character development has been perfectly booked. On the other side, Death Riders are finally cooking something. I just want to see a good pay-per-view. Ballet said, Black Star, I'm sorry, I just saw your comment. Fletcher says, Omos cooked in Japan. Ballet says, Black Star, a damn shame, and it happens too often. Fletcher says, just look at Nakamura and Balor, beast in Japan, and now Omos is an example. Fletcher says, look at Okada in Japan, and now. He said, what the Righteous made their debut? Not yet. They, I guess they're maybe alluding to something. We'll see though. Them dudes they retweet me a lot because I'm always like giving in to the story or whatever they're trying to tell.
But
I be trying to figure it out. Go ahead.
But Omos is Omos. Y'all got me saying this motherfucking name. But isn't this dude Elias? He's still in TNA, like because last time I seen he was in TNA or the Righteous going to TNA.
That's where I hope they go, but they're saying WWE. But I hope he goes to TNA because they baptized them on a skit.
Yeah, that was like months ago though.
Yeah, and he's still wearing
this dude is
wearing all white.
And isn't he working as a face now? Isn't the Righteous supposed to be heels?
I think the Righteous are heels, but they're more so like I don't know if they stood in between or not because you never knew from week to week on Ring of Honor, so I can't tell you.
Okay.
It's just like the Dark Order almost, like how they used to. You never know what side they on each week.
Yeah. Well, shit. When they first came out, they was definitely heels. Especially when Brody had linked up with them, they were definitely heels.
Let's see.
Oh, Seth Rollins is bleeding. You got a cut up on the top of his head.
Let's see where we at. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to find where we was at. Okay. Fletcher said there's something about the Japanese style that just makes you a total beast. That's why a Hook needs to go over there and it's his only salvation. I absolutely agree, man. They got to do something with Hook. Jay Hendry says I would have placed Omos with the Street Profits.
Oh God. To do
Why
what?
not?
Dance with them?
Why not? He had his best match against Rollins.
What does that mean? What does that mean? So just because he had a good match with Rollins, he should be with the Street Profits?
I think some time with Rollins wrestling, he might be pretty good. Not with Street Profits. I'm saying with the Rollins. Yeah,
I did. That's what I was saying. From before, I was saying that would have made more sense than like a Braun Breaker or this dude Boston Reed. I said Boston Reed. Bronson Reed link it up with him because, like, especially when it comes to Bronson Reed packed up Seth Rollins. Why are you joining this dude knowing that you could beat him? It makes no sense. It's not logical. Now he beat Omos, so him bringing in Omos as a heavy, I would have accepted that a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But the ladder is just goofy as hell.
That shit was beautiful. This was kind of ugly though.
Okay, they're gonna put it in second gear now. So I'm gonna go to that second gear.
Yeah,
they're working slower than usual.
It's 7:26, man. We still got 4 minutes left. I'm surprised they ain't stopped yet. Lee Fitting is not happy with the content just yet.
Yeah, okay, here we go. They about to go to second gear now. Here we go. Hey!
Oh shit!
Sheesh!
Woo, Rollins been in the gym.
I see you, Rollins. Yikes! I see you. That was mean. He must have learned that from Braun Breaker or something.
Willie hit it.
Oh! Frog splash. That frog splash was beautiful.
It was. Give me the replay. Rollins bleeding.
Yeah, on top of his head.
That was nice. Damn, they are chanting for Punk to come out.
Oh, it cuts right above his eye. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. It probably was from that face sling blade.
Hopefully that blood don't start getting in his eye. That blood start getting in his eye is gonna be an advantage for Penta. Oh, that was smooth.
This is a good ass match.
Oh,
Penta
driver when he kicks out.
Damn. That ref and got the same cut as Gregory Helms, bro.
They go to the same barber, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking haircut costs like $2.
Well, Penta's over. He won the crowd over Seth Rollins tonight. So everybody is doing their job right now.
Over the sacrifice.
Oh, no.
Rollins fights out the sacrifice. Oh, Rollins looking for buckle bomb.
We ain't had one in a... When was the last time we had one?
Rollins with the buckle bomb on Penta, but Penta no sells it into the damn Mexican Destroyer.
Damn.
Rollins reaching for the bottom rope. How you know sell the buckle bomb?
Hey, man.
I think that's the first time I seen somebody no sell a buckle bomb.
I ain't never seen nobody no sell a buckle bomb.
Cero, Nieto. Oh! Headbutt to the dick.
Without the steel plate. He said, "Oh, get down my head. Look how he's stupid."
Oh, it's a wrap. They go to stomp.
Oh, yeah, that was the receipt as well. The Visionary does it again.
Decent match. It was all right. I don't think they really went to that next game, but I get it. So it's Raw. It's not like a PLE, so it's all good.
Holy shit. Hey, Nataki, I see you. I was like, slide through the comments, man. Good to see you.
Nataki.
Jay Hendry said I would have placed Omos with the Street Profits.
LA Knight catching this dude lacking. Always catching him lacking. Look at Yo, Broderick almost broke his neck.
Oh, man. Is he coming to Raw? They gonna make a trade or what?
That's right. End the show with LA Knight. Good look. Yeah.
Send the fans home happy. Lee Fitting is finally happy with the content.
Shit, why, my dude?
That was great.
You know what I'm saying?
See
Thanks
you
for
out
having
here.
me. You already know
Absolutely, man.
about the fall back. You already know. B, catch me tomorrow with the guys and all that. The council roundtable.
I will be
Of
there.
course, appreciate that. Of course, you're gonna have Friday show. You know what I mean? We're gonna have the Friday night phase also, and then of course we're gonna be covering all not all the wrestling content this weekend, but most of it. We definitely going live on Saturday.
Absolutely, man. Shit, you know I'll be there after NXT if y'all are
Yeah,
still alive.
hell yeah. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Well, y'all all welcome, B. Y'all are
Absolutely,
all welcome
man.
to the table. I'ma holler.
All right. Let's see. Let's hit these comments. Fletcher says, I would love Ela Dragunov and Chad Gable in Japan. Jay Hendry says, as they're heavy. Gerard said, the first match in WWE where Dragon Lee looks like Dragon Lee. Fletcher says, is Tonga Loa related to Roman? No. They're Tongan. Tonga Loa is Haku's son. Roberto says no chill is right. The bloodline is its own unique trash. That's funny. Fletcher said there's always new members added to the bloodline nowadays. Black Star says almost. Roberto says as a faction, the bloodline will join the family dynasty branch of WWE. Ballet said only 3 minutes left. Only 3 minutes left with no chill. Roberto says be safe, no chill. Always good to see workers work. Fletcher says it's the final countdown, no chill. Roberto said they were a name before WWE. No, aren't they just using the same name? Says be safe, brother. Thea says Tala. Roberto says he don't look like that height because he botched the table spot. Blackstar said I'm tired of Hills not getting heel music. He says Cross has nice teeth. He said I'm tired of Hills being cool. I want Hills to be hated. It's hard when we get older to hate the Hills. That's the problem. When we was kids, we used to love the Hills, and they used to be able to heal and make us hate them. We don't hate them no more. The only person I think that we all universally hate is Jericho. Ballet says, see you, no chill. Fletcher says, don't you hate Mercedes, Berto? She's doing her work. Holy shit. Jay Millie said, peace, no chill. Roberto says, it's Steph Vakir Nuleto, I laugh my ass off. Jay Henry says Vakir doesn't look as good without the makeup. Don't do that to her. Bastard, he says nice teeth, Roberto. Black Star says we might get one on Saturday. Roberto says laugh my ass off, killing women's wrestling. Yes, Monet is Thanos. Roberto says LOL. Jay Henry says no more food stamps. Let's see. Fletcher says Monet is Thanos. Let's see if Tony Storm is able to defend that last stone. Holy shit. Roberto says you see how playing Gunther's screen is way better than Yeaton. LOL. Thea says Thanos. Black Star says the Death Riders is their horsemen. Gerard said I hate that again Gunther is champ and so much of the show has nothing to do with him or the championship. Shaking my head. That is very much facts, Gerard. That is very much facts. Roberto says Saturday Night Main Event and Evolution, no sellout thus far. We have had so much mid around this title. The crowd got used to it and refused to spend money when a star shows up. God damn. Fletcher says Gunther needs Takeshita to dethrone him. That would be the heist of the century if they did that. Ballet says that's a dangerous move. He just started doing that move again last year, I believe. Thea says Goldberg. Jay Hendry says Oldberg, just like my boy RB would say. Black Star says he's 6'9", 6'10". Fletcher says Oldberg. Jay Millie says Oldberg. Oldberg. David Bond said Goldberg. Ballet said I'm out of breath. Let's see. Fletcher says Wardlow. Oh shit, man. He said wrong name. It's been a while since we heard that. Ballet says that David Bond. Roberto says Goldberg versus Gunther can be 5 seconds long. It'll be the best 5 seconds of the whole night. Fletcher says Gunther versus Goldberg, 60-minute Iron Man match. Hey, he ain't making it through that. Roberto says, correction, it'll be the best 5 seconds of the year. Fletcher says, that's what she said. You are a fool for that one. Jay Millie said, they really getting a holy shit chant. David DB says, hey, ballet. Jay Henry said, the chant is piped in. Holy shit. Nobody is cheering for his ass. Roberto said, again, this is the most excitement the title has seen since its existence. Seth can't compare, Gunther can't, Jay can't. They never get holy shit chants, LOL, but Goldberg standing there did. Black Star says, like I said, 3 guarantees in wrestling, death, taxes, and 3. Black Star is right, LOL. Gerard said, it'd be cool if Michael Buffer is there Saturday. I would accept that. They need to have a WCW Saturday night if they do that. David Bond said, there is another wrestling weekend. Roberto says, Kai Cenat has kids. Yes. He has a son. Roberto said, oh. Fletcher says, I'll be watching AEW Evolution and WWE All In. You stupid, bro. Black Star says, Sandman, that's the new shirt idea. That's 3 guarantees in wrestling. Jay Henry says, Grace has gotten off them steroids. Uh-oh. He says, why is the New Jay dressed like MXM? You know what? Those are no lies told. DB says, Jade and Naomi no holds bars. I'm going to pass out. Thea says, Paul Heyman and these phone cases are taking me out. I didn't even read what it said. Jay Henry said, that's why Leo is the king. Black Star says, I'm warming up to the idea of Kyle Fletcher being the future of wrestling. Fletcher says, Proto Star Fletcher. Black Star says, he just needs to work on his mic skills just a bit, and you have a mini Orton. Oh, no Vinny. Black Star says, Nick Wayne is really good for his age. Also, in 7 years, he will have Kyle Fletcher's age. Is wild. Roberto said, yo, every time y'all said Ludwig, I thought y'all meant Ludwig Borga, but I was stomped for weeks, bruv. Oh, my God. Jay Hendry says, who's chick finer, Fletcher's or Ludwig's? Fletcher's. Sky Blue is way finer than, what's her name? Tiffany Stratton. David Bond said, Penta's entrance is still fire. Oh, it'll always be fire as long as he keeps that. Fletcher says, y'all think Christian Cage gets the tag titles? Fletcher says, Penta is a smooth operator. Black Star says, he's good. I like him, but he's not better than Kyle. Braun and Oba, to me, are the future of wrestling. Roberto says, her Penta meet and greets in WWE is rushed handshake and hide necks messed up for the money. Fletcher says, we appreciate Sandman and No Chill for tonight's Monday Night Wars. Absolutely, man. Tonight was a wild show. I enjoyed it. I'm glad that you know what I'm saying, everybody definitely contributed. I definitely appreciate Tati coming through as well, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? Shit, man. Listen, like I said, I have no argument in anybody's case. Like this has been a thing for me being in like trying to figure out you know what I mean, where I stood in it. And at the end of the day, like I said, like, you know what I'm saying, the only thing I can do is make myself better at the end of the day and learn not to use a word, which is what like one of my boys told me. And at the end of the day, nobody should be using a word like everybody else says, you know what I'm saying? But also different cultures, but if we don't think we should use a word and we trying to be better, everybody else should be better around us. But we're gonna leave that alone for now, you know what I'm saying? Roberto says cereal is not for adults. Go eat eggs and bacon. There, I said it. That is very true. Jay Hendry said, agree, Mr. Rodriguez. RB said, is you gaming tomorrow, Leo? I absolutely am at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. Roberto says, wait, the ultimate botcher Penta has to carry Seth. Oh, I'm scared now. I hope they play safe. RB says, what's happening, Roberto? He says, RB. Let's see. Fletcher says, I heard USA lost to Mexico yesterday, soccer, and Mexico had a 16-year-old playing. Hey, man, listen. They got these youngins out there playing professional sports. They don't let them do it here. Blackstar said the greatest luchador of all time, El Grande. Black, he says, yeah, 2 and 1 is a wild game, Fledge. Handball, a lot of controversy. Ballet said, we're here, Sandman. Roberto says, how dare these two drop those prime bottles? They're worth more than anything those two are combined. Fletcher says, I missed the game, Blackstar. Ballet says, Roberto, Penta is the ultimate botcher. Ballet said, King Leo has been playing Sandman. Yes, but not the one that Sandman wants to play me in, Ballet. So I haven't touched that one because I didn't want to get too much practice in. If he's not playing and his PlayStation hasn't been working like that, I kind of want to make sure it's even. I've been playing the other Street Fighter just to get my hand coordination back because execution is everything in fighting games. And Sandman proved that the last time we played. He chewed my up. No Vinny. Fletcher says, the ultimate botcher. Blackstar says the American made are stupid excuse of a team that's not our A team. Jay Henry said, when you said fades, I thought you meant haircuts. Ballet said, what about hot cereal? Roberto said, Ballet, the Rumble, Chad Gable, Pimp Walk during run-ins. Roberto says, like crema. Ballet is laughing at Jay Henry. Blackstar says, you made the pitch no excuse. Roberto says, I don't know word in English. Oh, wait, oatmeal. Or are you talking about cream of wheat? If you're talking about crema, is it cream of wheat? Ballet said, that's a lot. She said, that's a lot, Roberto. Jay Millie says, Penta went from no fear to no wins. Holy shit. Fletcher said, Roberto, but he's smiling. Roberto says, list is there. Ballet says, yes, oatmeal, Roberto. He says, oops, Robert. She said she meant oatmeal. I thought it was cream of wheat. Roberto said, cracking LOL. He probably went in tonight because story calls for it against his faction, but it is WWE. Jay Henry said, wonder if it's for AAA. Ballet said, leave me alone, Fletcher. Roberto says, cremation, not bad when it's what do you say? Cremation is not bad when it's cold. LOL. Crema. Okay. So it has to be cream of wheat. Jay Millie says, Chavo or Derwin White, aka the Mexican Carlton Banks. Holy shit. Ballet says cream of wheat. Add Robert. Jay Hendry says most people in Cali eats pig feet for breakfast. Not pig feet for breakfast. That's nasty. Pickled pig feet too. And they used to come in a jar in the 80s and early 90s. Fletcher says TNA, WWE, same thing. The Righteous about to enter the NXT vortex. But as long as they're wrestling and they have a job, but I would have wished they stayed in the AEW. I never got that. We never got our dream match versus the House of Black. I'll never forgive them for that. Jay Millie says crowd is dead like WWE making money. LOL. Roberto says Avena. Roberto says LOL. Roberto says cracking they so used to mid now they ain't paying for stars. Jay Millie said it's sad. Blackstar says 3 things in wrestling, Fletch. You will find out soon. Ballet said what's cracking? They are. She said what's cracking? What are they doing with Penta? Blackstar says Roberto, you to Sandman already know. Ballet knows well. David Bond said great extension of the frog splash. Nataki says silky mouth skin. Look, missed all days off. Missed it. Nataki, it is good to see you, man. Jay Millie said Ballet making him irrelevant. She said get him a bandage. She says, hey, Leo. Hey, David. Roberto has the question. Jay Millie says Nataki, hello. Roberto says, it's been a while. How you been, Nataki? She says Ballet. Fletcher says Nataki, what's up? Ballet said Nataki. Says, hey, Jay. Ballet said, I asked Leo about you, Nataki. She said, hey, Rob, I was down. Now I'm back. Man, it is good to see you back. Keep it coming. Ballet said, I hope you are doing well, Nataki. She said, Ballet, I was down bad. I'm sorry to hear that, Nataki. Jay Millie said, no sale Penta. Thea says, Penta swag. Roberto says, everyone up front just thinking how they going to beat traffic. Fletcher says WWE fan base. Penta not selling Rollins buckle bomb is awesome, right? Hey man, I loved it. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. I thought it was awesome. That was great. I know that you know what I'm saying, where you're going with that too, because it would be a lot of people, I'm pretty sure, that would say that, you know, I know they're on X right now saying, oh, but if somebody did this in AEW, y'all would say y'all hate it. So, like I say, we can't this is why I say I love both companies, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, man, like, I've grown to love it. I've grown to love this high speed stuff a lot more. I've always liked it, actually, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I mean? Wrestling is wrestling. It evolves, man, over time. But I know that people, you know what I mean, that are going to be on both sides will be arguing over it online right now. Somebody's doing it right now. Ballet said, I'm sorry to hear that. I am very happy to see you, Nataki. Jay Millie said, another loss for Penta. Ballet said, Penta with the droopy eyes. She says, thank you, Ballet. RB says, welcome home, Nataki. He says, settle W's. You are wild, bro. Y'all are on tonight, man. Gerard said, you think Kobe Lopez spoke to Penta in Spanish just then? LOL. I wonder. Roberto said, LOL, these guys front row are not happy. Nataki said, is that No Chill? No, that was that was Sandman. No Chill left a little early, but unless you were here when he was here. Let's see, it was 7:31. So no, yeah, No Chill had bounced at 7. Ballet said Bronze Breaker. Nataki says, thank you, Rob. Gerard said that Ballet, New Jersey, laughed my ass off. Ballet said No Chill left Nataki. Jay Hendry said Penta and his little brother have been underwhelming in WWE so far. I think Penta's been doing great. Ray Phoenix actually was great on Friday. Him and Andrade Asher, they tagged together, and I'm not against that. Versus it being the you know what I'm saying, going directly to the Lucha Brothers. Roberto said, that's right. In the show with someone who didn't bore us tonight. Match was mid. Ballet said, that's Sandman Nataki. Jay Millie said, LA Knight enjoy it because Saturday you lose a game. Ballet said, unfortunately, Jay Hendry. Fletcher said, nah, I love Unmasked Penta and SmackDown with his brother Ray Phoenix. They've been cooking together. Ballet says, thank you, Sandman. Gerard said, laugh my ass off, Unmasked Penta. Give me just a second. All right, there it is. All right, Nataki says, hey, Fletcher. Roberto says, be safe and all and have a good night. Fletcher says, oh, wait, Tonga Loa isn't related to Roman, No Chill, so well, NWO. Gerard said, good night, Roberto. Ballet says, good night. Fletcher says, be safe, Berto. Jay Millie says, Roberto, I'll be live tonight. Black Star says, there's 3 things in wrestling. David Bond said, hey, Nataki. Fletcher says, we live, people. Fletcher says, well, this was fun when Leo. It absolutely was. As you can see, I'm having trouble at the end of the show, having an anxiety attack. So it's been a great show. I'm going to go ahead and read these last 3 comments and then I'm out. So David Bond says, imagine Kyle versus Seth goes on one. Ballet says Penta swag. And Fletcher says, you know where I was going with that, Leo. Absolutely. And we have made it to the end of the comments. And thank you guys for coming through. Sorry, I have been in a bit of a, what's the name? You know what I'm saying? We got excited and, you know what I mean? The comments were going. And on top of it, it's hot as shit. And on top of that, yeah, you know what I mean? I suffer from anxiety. So this is, I'm having one on air right now. So it's about to be that time for me to go. So thank you guys for coming through, and I will see you guys again. So I'm taking y'all out disco style. No, you got to work through it. It's a part of the process is to work through it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I learned that, and that's just it. So I'll see you guys, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. It's been great. And I will rest up, and I'll see y'all tomorrow afternoon, all right? All right.
In the mind of man, evolution has always seen progression through competition. easily grasped as our nature leads us into a paradox of paranoia. That paranoia leads us to the revolving door that we call war. We crave it. That hunger, even as champion, never fulfilled. For heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Whip a quarter brick up with my eyes closed. My grandmother used to use the back porch to dry clothes. Road trips to visit my connect, my guy drove. My life is in living color, fly hoes dancing at the end of all of my shows. White girls sniffing.